Broadway's My Beat, from Times Square to Columbus Circle, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway's My Beat, with Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover. When it's April and the twilight sighs briefly, Broadway assumes the starting position. And chalk line marking the beginning of the race is composed of death of day, edge of night, the 1,000-kilowatt dash. And for the victor, secret whisperings to be set adrift on evening wind. The light pools spilled from street lamp where wait the undreamed dreams, shedding the wrappings of day, slipping already into the lace of neon and night. On your mark, and bang, the night explodes. Run, kid, run. To the victor, the spoils of April night. And at headquarters, night watch. Small trickle of minor violences to be interrogated, recorded. Conversation concerning other April nightfalls with colleagues. Outgoing tide of night. And somewhere in it, the phone call.
About my buddy. He's been shot. He's dying. Last Friend Club on West 41st, corner 9th Avenue.
Who is this?
Joe Rios, buddy to a dying buddy. You gonna do something about our condition?
And go there. And the Last Friend Club is this. Loft festooned with twistings of faded crepe paper. Hand-painted cardboard stating address of nearest Veterans Administration. Of State Unemployment Office. Of bar and grill with private booths with daily specials for ex-servicemen. And hung on piano wires over improvised stage, shield of an infantry company. And the man grinning up at it.
In case one of the boys gets slipshod about a dues payment, he'll be dark in the room, put a spotlight on the shield, remain very quiet. Boy remembers, boy pays.
You said...
Yeah, over there. Well, we got a partition for those who seek recreation. Ping-pong table and so forth. Whoever did it must have helped him onto the ping-pong table, laid that banner over him. It's okay, Harry. Somebody got here. Ambulance is coming, too. They'll move you somewhere. You understand me, Harry? No, huh? I'm sorry. Harry Gray. From 2 blocks down, 1312 West 39th. He was here to our dance earlier. Harry's a very good dancer, the Fred Astaire of the club. Aren't you, Harry?
And you found him like...
Yeah, just like that, I found him. You scrounging for something?
It was a dance, you said. It's late. Everybody's gone.
I'll give you the light. I live here. I sleep here. Last Friend exec. $80 a month and that cot over there.
You left the dance and came back?
I left the dance, took a lady dancer home, came back. Oh, look.
Huh?
My friend's dying. Harry's got a condition. Anybody going to do anything about it?
Then the intrusion in squad strength of the men from Police Technical, whose tactical maneuvers are habit. Measure quickly from point A to wounded man. Roll up the tape, and then measure from point B, thereby fixing attempted murder in coordinates. Then assign Harry Gray as property of the interns. Also to be mentioned, the man with the camera, the man with the dusting powder, and the new recruit who walks behind people and peers over shoulders. Area of violence secured. So leave. 2-block squad car ride through night's first ebbing. Edge of the world time of empty street and window blinds and stars. Find an address and ring a bell. And wait and ring again. The man who answers the door is wearing a topcoat over nightshirt, who awakens suddenly when the street lamp makes glints on the police badge, who takes your arm and walks you down the corridor, and opens the room that belonged to Harry Gray, then walks away. And the wounded man's room is this, the kitchenette and furniture that comes with $60 a month, embellished with personal touches, a cup for dancing, a nicked dagger with a swastika at its handle, and legend printed beneath in pencil, German dagger, Garmischer, Germany. And this, group photograph of soldiers in clean uniforms resting on each other's shoulders and smiling. And suddenly this, a man in the doorway.
You just have to be the police. Sure, you are.
Who are you?
Mark Anderson. Live there across the hall. What's going on?
Harry Gray, a friend of yours?
You need bail or something? What's the matter?
Trouble.
You know what? I've been to high school and everything. A quick fella, very brainy with a brain. I see a cop where a cop never was before, and right away I know trouble. You don't have to tell me trouble, just the type of...
Harry's been shot.
Dead?
No.
How bad?
A good chance, either way.
Listen, Listen, I'm his good friend. We had a war together in Europe. I want to do some... Look, I want to help. What can I do?
Who would want to shoot him?
I don't know. We were at a dance tonight. The boys, I was there, Della, Harry.
Della?
My wife. Harry and his girl, everybody.
Who was the girl with Harry?
Nicky something. I don't know. Funny name, foreign. Look, my wife will know. She'll know where Nicky lives, too. My wife's sleeping, but... Come on, let's go wake Della.
And crossed the hall into dark, silent room. And another door opened, and the whispered breathing of a sleeping woman. And the man changes his mind, asks you to wait here. Goes in, closes the door.
Della? Della, honey.
In a while comes back. Nicky Kosuri, he says, 2914 West 18th. And Della's too tired, too sleepy for them to go see Harry Gray now. We'll go first thing in the morning. She said, I promise, baby. Now, if there's nothing else, so leave. City at 3 o'clock in the morning time. City running out of sleep. And later in the morning, West 18th Street. And the girl, Nicky Kosuri. Girl in scarlet. Girl in a hurry. Girl on her way to work.
I will be late, Mr. Clover.
You understood, Miss Kosuri, about Harry's dying. About someone wanting to kill him.
Yes, I understood.
Well,
I like Harry. Very much I like him.
you were at the dance with him last night,
And it was no fun. I tell you this. A dance and with no happiness. With no laughter.
You and Harry didn't have a good time, is that it?
I wanted it. For Harry, for me. He wouldn't permit it to happen. He made it bitterness.
Do you know why? Miss Kosuri?
I think I know. I cannot be sure what is bitterness to men. But I think also it was not I who made it so for Harry.
But you know what did.
Perhaps.
Tell me.
I think first I must explain to you Harry.
Yeah?
A man somehow of reflections. A man not his own, but a reflection of other men and other men's emotions.
I don't understand.
The club. The Last Friend Club. And its dancings. That is Harry's true life. And Mark.
Mark Anderson?
Mark and Bella. Also Harry's life. To live in the mirror of other men's lives.
They're very good friends, I understand.
When I first met Harry, he was with Mark. They had come from war, and there was laughter, and Harry was very nice. And in the last years, always with Mark. Bella, Mark, Harry and Nicky. Bella, Mark, and Harry and Nicky. Look at me.
What?
Look at me. I am of prettiness.
Yes?
Last night at the dance, I was even more. For Harry. And he danced only once with me. And then with others. Then to sit in long talk with Mark. And nothing from me. So I went home. To here, alone.
And Harry didn't...
He said to me goodbye over his shoulder. And there was for a moment the sum of all the hurt. And I went home. And there's no more hurt. No more anything.
He's in emergency hospital.
I'm already late for work. Tell Harry sorry. Nicky couldn't make it. Goodbye, Mr. Clover.
Danny?
Oh, come on in, Dennison. You got something?
Yeah, I just had a small talk on the phone with Dr. Sinsky. He called from the emergency hospital.
And?
And you weren't here, so I took the call.
Well, thank you very much for your kindness, Dennison. It's very thoughtful. Now, would you mind telling me what Dr. Sinsky had to say?
Oh, not at all. He said Harry Gray was going to die.
Yeah.
Then he said a real strange thing about Harry Gray.
Like what?
Harry Gray is a man kind of scarred up, like he once was in the way of shrapnel. Small scars, mostly, you know. You've seen them.
Well,
Up around his neck, the doctor says, there's a piece of shrapnel still in him. Small piece. Might have caused Harry some pain from time to time.
what's that got to do?
I don't know. Dr. Sinsky just told me to tell you, that's all. So I told you. Oh. Lieutenant Clover's office, Dennison's speaking. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Oh, Sure. I'll tell him. Thanks.
Mind if I ask you a question, Dennison?
Go ahead.
Is that call for me?
Yeah?
Why didn't you just hand me the phone?
Look, Danny,
What's the matter? Don't you think I can take a message?
Dennison. What was the message?
From emergency hospital. Harry Gray hasn't got a lot of time left. Also his neighbors, guy named Mark Anderson and wife are by the bedside.
Thank you, Dennison.
Anytime. 20, Dennison. Lieutenant Clover's on his way downstairs. I have a squad car waiting for the lieutenant. Will you please? Thank you, Sweeney.
Hello, Mr. Clover. This is my wife. This is Della.
Oh, Mr. Anderson.
I think Harry is dead, Mr. Clover. I think he died about a minute ago, just after the doctor left the room. Harry looked at me, and I think he died. Is he dead?
Yes.
Mark?
Yeah, Della.
Mark, hold me. Hold me, hold me, hold me.
You are listening to Broadway's My Beat, written by Morton Fine and David Friedkin, and starring Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover.
Now, supposing you moved into this suburb. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to rush in this way unannounced, but I have a thought on my mind. Now, as I started to say before, suppose you moved into a suburb and you moved in at the same time others did. We'll say it's a tract, a big tract. But this neighborhood you've moved into with your wife and family is different. Every one of the families has a different background, different education, language, tastes in music, ideas of fairness and justice. Different in all respects, even down to their ideas of what type of trees should line the street. What would you do to make this a friendly community? Not necessarily a community where everyone would have to conform to one set of ideas, but a community that would work well together, and where the people wouldn't go around hitting each other over the head with shovels or throwing each other into cement mixers. Would you suggest that everyone get together to try to understand each other? Of course you would. And how long do you think it would take? Certainly many years. This is what the United Nations is trying to do in the community of nations. It is man's best hope for peace and justice.
In April's early afternoon, Broadway is a street of dappled sunlight. Midday is behind now, and the small shocks are gathering. And in a while, we'll start the long stream down into night. But now is a small time that stays, a lazy time, dedicated to clock watchers, chain smokers, and elbow-propped dreamers. It's the time for gazing out of the window, of trying the other side of the street, of rubbing your back against a lamppost and just standing there for a while and looking. But suddenly a swift cloud scuds in front of coming evening, and it's hurry-up time all over again. Back to work. Someone's watching. And for me, work was office. You swing the swivel back around to face the desk, and the man on the other side of it.
Danny, it's me. It's Gino.
Yeah, Gino, I know.
Well, focus on me, Danny. Scares me when you got that faraway look in your eyes.
Sergeant.
The way you were staring out of the window onto the who knows what strange...
Gino, you walked into my office. You had something on your mind. What was it?
This last week, every day I come in here, the way you are staring. As if you wished you were in another clime or something. Happiness is here, Danny, I assure you.
Gino, please.
Yes?
Do you have something for me?
Bits and pieces, bits and pieces.
If you'll be so kind.
Last night's deceased, Harry Gray, was formally, according to questionings of friends, a citizen of Oklahoma.
Go on.
Who came to New York during World War II and enlisted in the Army. After the war, he did choose to stay in New York instead of returning to his native state.
What else, Gino?
Well, let me see here. Now, I have here his employment record of the last 5 years. Employed for 2 months as a used car salesman. Employed for 11 days as a canvasser. 3 months in a photographic supply house. A week as cab driver.
You fired from all those jobs?
Quit. from each and every one of them. Detective Dennison has interviewed 2 or 3 of Harry Gray's former employers only to get the message that Harry was a good worker, but one day failed to show up for work. Restless must have been the word for him.
Yeah. Now, anything else?
Merely that Harry and Mark Anderson were the best of buddies, each going to bat from time to time for the other. Also this, Harry was under medical care for some kind of ailment.
Oh, he was sickly? What?
According to my notes, 2 of Harry's friends remarked upon the fact that Harry would sometimes get a pain in his arm or shoulder in the middle of a conversation and start yelling for the doctor.
That jibes with a little piece of information.
Which doctor's name and address I give you now, as dug up by the diligence of Detective Dennison. Oh, Danny, sorry I interrupted. What were you saying?
Nothing, Gino. Thank you very much. Uptown now, and turn into the wide avenue where sun shines brighter and marble glows greener, and traffic islands, well-tended gardens rooted in asphalt, railed with iron stakes and breathing the rich mixture sown by exhausts of long, low, yellow convertibles. Avenue of doormen, withering canopies, and polished brass nameplates clinging to stone. Find the one that has Dr. Theodore Lawrence etched into it. Check with the uniformed man who flings fringe of epaulets in a direction, which, when explored, becomes Office of Avenue Doctor, which contains this: magazine folios from Italy and France and Vienna in calculated disarray on tables of wrought iron and marble. Arrangement of polished driftwood and serene camellias. Tall, blonde nurse, whose voice is modulated to the rustle of the white silk she wears, who asks your name, leans close, and asks you your trouble. Takes them through a door, comes back, says you will be seen now. And the inner office contains music piped in from some long-playing record. Therapy for well-groomed ailments which have been waiting in the outer office. The man who lifts his head from supporting spans of finger and sees you.
To this moment, the tragedy of Harry Gray seemed almost distant. Now that you've injected it...
Dr. Lawrence...
Nothing to do about it, save react to it again, receive it again, respond to it again. Mr. Clover?
Yes?
Harry was fine. He was brave. And he died an unheroic and rather ugly death. For all these things of Harry's, I grieve. And others, known only to me.
Then you'll want to help us.
For Harry? In any possible way I can.
You've known him long?
There was one of those things in our city once, several years ago.
What things?
Oh, you know, one of those conventions. I took time off to watch it on Fifth Avenue. The parade. Gallant men walking against withering cold.
That's how you met Harry, in a parade?
One of the men fell of exhaustion. It was Harry who fell. And fortunately, I was there, and I could go to him.
Several years ago.
6, to be exact.
And you've treated him ever since?
Obviously, you must have known that, or you...
May I interrupt, Doctor?
Please do.
The shrapnel in his neck, that's what you were treating him for.
Which gave him some pain. At first, at rather strange intervals. But then...
Then what?
That little piece of shrapnel in his neck. An oversight by the army surgeons who dug a lot of shrapnel out of him. But this little piece stayed. It was nothing, really.
Couldn't something have been done about it?
Yes, they could have.
But you didn't do it.
I could fence with you, but I tell you right out. Harry wouldn't let me. Would not permit it. For the reason Harry said to me...
Said what?
I was only trying to phrase it as he did. Harry said, "You take that scrap metal out of my neck, Doc, I stop being a hero." And he said something else. You want to hear?
Yes.
He said, "I got a souvenir, Doc. Nothing, nobody takes it from me. I'm that fond of it."
One more question.
As many as you like.
This office, where it is, you, expensive.
Harry was a gallant man. Harry was what he was. I made an arrangement in my fee for that. Just that one question?
Yes.
Thank you. Good day, Mr. Clover.
So leave the doctor now, head bowed down again to the cradle of his fingers. Outside, and the night, find a restaurant that advertises a specialty of charcoal broiled steaks, but is all out of steaks tonight when you finally get a table. But the chicken is fine, you're assured, and it is, although slender. So pay the check, leave the tip, and outside again. Squad car ride again. Cross town now to East 41st, Last Friend Club. And that badge admits you any place, mister. Yes, sir. The fellas at the green felted card tables are just playing for chips. And everybody's just here to enjoy a quiet evening. You can see that for yourself. Then ask a question. Pose a man's name, Joe Rios. Man who a couple days ago phoned in a call that a man here was dying. Ask to see Joe Rios. Be taken to him.
This way, mister. Joe's in back having a beer. Hey, Joe. Policeman Joe. Know him?
Oh, hello, Clover.
Wants to talk to you.
Want to talk to me, Clover? I've been wondering. You weren't around before. Have a seat. You want some beer? Johnny, get him some beer.
Forget it.
Forget it, Johnny. You sit down, too, Johnny. Now, what, Clover?
More about Harry, Joe.
Oh, yeah. Johnny?
Uh-huh.
Did you like Harry?
Not much.
What a way to talk. He's dead, Johnny.
I didn't like him very much.
Why not?
What do you think about that, Joe? Why not like him?
Well, Harry wasn't likable. Maybe that's why, huh?
Yeah. Mr. Clover, Harry wasn't
One
like...
of you boys kill him?
You kill him, Johnny?
No? You, Joe?
Nah.
Who did? Who would want to kill him, Joe?
Harry was a hero, Clover. No one wants to kill heroes.
What do you mean?
Hero, H-E-R-O. Saved a buddy's life. Makes heroes. Right, Johnny?
The best way to be one.
East side of the Rhine, Clover. All of us. We just crossed. Ambush. Grenade got tossed. Harry got in the way of it. Between the grenade and Mark.
Saved Mark's life.
Yeah, Mark appreciates it. Would you say so, Johnny?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'd say so, too. I'm faster than you,
Well,
Johnny.
I was just thinking, that's all.
Oh.
Yeah. Thinking.
How about that Atlantic City thing?
Yeah, Atlantic City.
Mike got married, Clover. Married Della. Took her down to Atlantic City for a honeymoon. 2 days later.
What happened?
Harry showed up. Stayed the rest of the week with him.
Joe.
Uh-huh.
Harry couldn't hold a job. How did he live? Where'd he get his money from?
Well, we just told him, didn't we, Johnny?
Well, sure we did.
We just told you, Clover. Hi, Clover.
Yes?
Miss Anderson?
Yes, what is it?
You don't recognize me, do you?
Mark? Mark, come here. Mark, this man, he says I should recognize him.
Clover. Sure. I know him, Della.
Who?
In the hospital when Harry died. You were upset. You don't remember. Mr. Clover's a policeman.
Oh, come in, Mr. Clover.
Honey?
Is this the man?
What man?
You were going to wake me. You changed your mind when...
Yeah.
Oh. Hello.
You going to miss Harry, Mrs. Anderson?
Well, what do you think? He was my husband's friend. Wasn't he your friend, Mark? You see? Of course I'm going to miss him. Can't be the same without him. Everything's changed. We hardly know what to do with ourselves. We sit, we wait for the door to be flung open and for Harry to walk in. It doesn't...
Cut it out, Della.
All right, Mark. I was just telling Mr. Clover how
Della,
much...
I said cut it out.
All right, Mark. I said all right.
You saw her at the hospital, Mr. Clover. You saw how upset she gets. You just asked the wrong question, that's all.
And all I got out of it was that your wife said you hardly made a move without Harry.
Come on.
Well?
Well, what?
That's what she said, wasn't it?
Listen, you...
Harry saved your life, didn't he?
That's right. Sure, he did.
Harry was very brave. He brought Mark home to me, you always say. Don't you always say, Mark?
Della.
All right.
And he never let you forget it, did he?
Tell him, Mark. Mr. Clover,
Yeah?
Harry never let Mark forget it.
Even carried around a piece of the pain with him, didn't he, Mark?
If it wasn't for Harry, I'd be dead.
That shrapnel. He saved it. Wouldn't let it be taken out. A reminder for you.
You know what he'd do?
If it wasn't for Harry, I'd be dead.
Listen to me. You know what he'd do? That piece of metal under his skin? Whenever it'd hurt a little, Harry'd come over. touch it, Della.
Della, if it wasn't for Harry, I'd be dead.
Who's dead now, Mark?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just answer me. Who's dead?
Harry's dead.
Yes.
Did you kill him, Mrs. Anderson?
No.
Mark. Mark, darling.
What?
You didn't have the courage.
I did it. I killed him, Mr. Clover.
He has the courage to say he did it, but he didn't do it.
Tell me about it, Mrs. Anderson.
Harry? Well, you know most of it. Mark owed him everything, paid him everything we had, room, food, clothes, everything he needed. Everything he needed, Mark, that we could give him. The other night, after the dance, I told him to wait, that I'd be back. He didn't want to. You know that, Mark?
I don't know what.
I had to plead with him. He met me. I shot him. Mark, I just gave you your life back. Gonna thank me, baby? Let's go, Mr. Crow.
In the springtime, night sighs down on Broadway like a rosy promise. And someone smiles and takes your hand, whispers. And then the lights are brighter, the noise louder, and your scream mixes well with the scream of night. It's Broadway. The gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway. My beat.
Broadway's My Beat stars Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover, with Charles Calvert as Tartaglia and Jack Crucian as Muggavan. The program is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with musical score composed and conducted by Alexander Courage. In tonight's story, Mary Jane Croft was heard as Della and Whitfield Connor as Mark. Featured in the cast were James McCallion, Lillian Bayef, Hy Averback, and William Johnstone. Bill Anders speaking.
Broadway is My Beat has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Broadway's My Beat, from Times Square to Columbus Circle, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway's My Beat, with Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover. The interval comes to Broadway when a nighttime of April summons its spring warmth, its frayed winds, its broken plumes of light, begins the slow drift from the avenue. And in its wake, slow death of neon and chill and litter where promises were tried, let fall. Full swell of black, and this, one dying gleam of light to catch the lurch of a straggler into subway entrance, where steel waits for him. And the ride through Earth Tunnel to a street where night intersects day, where waking is, and no remembering, and shock. And it becomes this, 5 o'clock time, the time when river pours its sullen grays into the night sea, the place where I was, summoned by harbor police to a cabin cruiser drifting the East River, ebb of April night, the slow windings of mist, and walk the deck of a derelict boat.
Several salty items for you, Danny. A harbor police fella filled me in. Now I'm in a position to do the same for you.
Thanks, Dennison.
Don't mention it. This slick little tub we're on, for instance. You ken her length?
Huh?
Salt jive I picked up from Sergeant Gorkin, who went to sea as a kid in an oil can, the East River, and had an...
You were going to reveal her length to me.
Oh, yeah, I was. 40 feet. Of the class, rich folk. Over here, Danny, I was told to point it out to you.
Oh, what?
These hooks, these ropes, these shiny brass things.
Well, what about them?
Once was held on them what is known in the parlance as a dinghy, a type lifeboat. It has slipped away. Harbor police is combing the river for it. I haven't found it.
And this, on the deck.
Yeah, now we're on familiar ground. A trail of blood leading to a cabin where there's nothing but a splotch of sand. Nothing, nobody, nowhere. 40... No one to enjoy it. A thing. Huh, Danny?
About the time a strip of gray peeled off the sky and let the light in, and pale, rosy flecks appeared suddenly on the water and rocked there. A tight thread of warmth glowed briefly like a filament, exploded quietly on the cheek, caused a smile, and spread. And seaward, another phenomenon. Greeting to the sun. Another day at Anchorage in the port of New York. Then work to do. Call on Port Registry. Check the name of the cabin cruiser Pitcairn. Learn this. Pitcairn, owned by a Mr. Barton Russell of New York. Address 2056 Park Avenue. So squad car ride through early morning streets. City at yawn time. Sweep off the pavement time. Stretch and scratch the back of the head time. And to the sunny street known as Park Avenue. Find the address you're looking for. A maid in a starched uniform and a smile that wilted long ago bid you identify yourself, bid you enter, bid you wait. And later, the descent down the curving staircase of a woman who bid you good morning.
And please be seated, Mr. Clover.
Oh, thank you.
Now, is my husband in jail?
No. What makes
Oh, it's happened when Bart goes out without me. Jail prone. That's my boy Bart. By himself, he's a walking misdemeanor. Now, tell me, where is he? What's he done?
We don't know where he is, Mrs. Russell.
You mean you men have graphs down at headquarters which show statistically when Bart will turn up? And he hasn't shown up and you're in a dither?
The harbor patrol picked up the Pitcairn drifting. No one was aboard. There was blood.
And Bart was aboard and got loaded. Or whoever he was with got loaded. And gave himself or herself a nasty crack. So
Will you listen?
No, you listen. I'm not going to be awake at 7 o'clock in the morning to be told about a new antic. Bart has a case book of antics. It's usual that I don't have to face him until 10 o'clock.
And it doesn't worry you, does it?
What doesn't worry me, Mr. Clover?
The fact of the boats being adrift, the blood, the possibility that something's happened to your husband. All right, Mrs. Russell. Tell me something. Where were you last night?
Entertaining.
Who?
Uncle Stanley. Isn't that ridiculous? Police, where were you last night? Defenseless lady. Entertaining Uncle Stanley. Stanley Taggart, Mr. Clover, my uncle. He's in town, and he came to call last night, and we chatted. Uncle to adoring niece. For verification, he's at the Rossmore Plaza. Sorry, you can't stay for coffee, Mr. Clover.
Come in. She's open. You don't mind I didn't get up out of bed, did you, son? Kind of cozy.
Uh-huh.
Sure, cozy. They being so nice, laying your breakfast right across your chest so gentle-like.
You Stanley Taggart?
Well, this fine morning, I know I'm Stanley Taggart. Who would you be this morning, son?
Danny Clover, police.
Come over here bedside and lay it on me real easy, son. Mm-hmm. Nice badges you folks put out here. Back in Utah. Oh, forgive me, son. You want to buy the breakfast? You just dig in anywhere.
No, thanks.
This ham melts. Just melts. That's all. Tell you how it is, son. I haven't been in your town long enough to do anything bad.
I didn't say you had, Mr. Taggart.
But you're police, and you're thinking it. You're thinking it.
You were with your niece last night.
You see now, yesterday afternoon, I hit your town. I sign in here, dump my duds, go call it on my pretty niece. Listen to her pretty talk, Remember the pretty times when I dangled her on my knee.
Was her husband there?
Now, son, don't lay it on me like that. You know Bart Russell wasn't there.
You any idea where he was?
You want to scooch up on my bed and make yourself cozy while I tell you about Bart Russell?
Tell me.
Bart's the kind of a man like me can have a feeling for. Admiration, respect.
Fine man, huh?
The salt. You find a piece of earth anywhere at all, field, hill, or valley. Bart's the salt of it.
Your niece feels different about him.
Ah, my niece. Carol's a young girl. She's got a child's ideas about a man. She doesn't understand how a man like Bart enjoys the moment he's living in. That sweet and precious little moment that happens to young men. You're making me flow on about Bart. You haven't told me you're interested in him, son.
We found his cabin cruiser drifting in the river this morning. No one on it.
It doesn't sound like Bart to do that to his boat. He loves that pretty boat.
The dinghy was missing. There was blood. We can't find Bart Russell.
You saying something happened to Bart? You say...
We don't know. How about you, Mr. Taggart?
I know this. Something like that happened to Bart, I'm going to cry me a pool of tears. I'm fond of Bart. Tell you what, son. You come back some other time. Do that for me, son.
Danny?
Come on in, Gino. Well, what's up?
Is that all you have to say for yourself?
Huh?
No good mornings, no how are yous, no...
Good morning, Gino. How are you?
Not well, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
This morning, when Mrs. Tartaglia got out of bed and opened the window to let the spring in, she turned to me and smiled, reached over, pinched my cheek.
Gino.
I merely said, Mrs. T, let us have flapjacks for breakfast. She said, get them yourself, and walked out the room with a flounce and a hug.
Please, Gino.
What did I do?
I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Gino. What have you got for me?
Items.
Yes, you please.
Item 1. Mr. Barton Russell, owner of the mansion on Park Avenue, has indeed showed up at the pokey from time to time on various finable charges, mostly making a nuisance of himself at hours when decent people are asleep.
Go on.
Item. A check in the background of Mr. Russell reveals that he is on his second marriage.
Divorced? Widowed? What?
Divorced. Quietly, 2 years ago in Reno, by a lady whose name before and after marriage to Mr. Russell was and is Miss Julia Walsh.
She still live in the city?
Central Park West, whose exact address I now give you.
Well, you're doing very well.
Child's play.
Go on, Gino.
Item. At the divorce, Mr. Russell did settle a huge amount of money and property on his first wife, the exact amount of which has been difficult to ascertain. However, let us content ourselves for the moment with the word huge.
If you say so.
Also, an item. The missing dinghy from the good ship Pitcairn was found bumping against the pier on the East River. No one in it.
Any signs
No
of...
blood, just a couple of oars. Just an empty boat.
Danny Clover speaking.
Dennison, Danny. You're on your way to Pier 12, East River.
I am? Why?
Got the boy you're looking for. In very bad condition, Danny. I'll see you.
Yeah, right away.
Over here, Danny. Well, like I said...
Yeah, okay, Dennison.
Harbor Patrol again, Danny. Fished him out about 25 minutes ago.
Sure he's Barton Russell?
Lots of identification on him, wallet and all. Lots of, these, too. Explains that blood. Stabbed on his boat, dumped, and the killer got away in the dinghy, right?
Maybe.
With you, everything is maybe.
Listen, Dennison.
Bart Russell was stabbed. He was murdered, Danny. You know what my comment is? Positively.
You are listening to Broadway's My Beat, written by Morton Fine and David Friedkin, and starring Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover. April is Cancer Control Month, a time for special attention to a most serious disease. Great progress has been made against many kinds of cancer, thanks to your past contributions to the research, education, and treatment programs of the American Cancer Society. But the complete conquest of cancer is still for the future. And this conquest can be financed only by new contributions. Send your check to the American Cancer Society by addressing it to Cancer, care of your own local post office. That's Cancer, care of your local post office.
When springtime finally happens, Broadway walks a street dappled with sunshine. It's the breeze sighing in from the river, touches you, and starts the special dream you can enjoy while walking, having to do with the far places and small golden bells, curve of ocean, and sudden swift flight of an orange-colored bird. The season of being young again and search again. Give up to it. Except there's the job, the rent to pay, buy the beer, leave the tip, meet the installment. So walk into the springtime breeze and make the promise. Next year, it'll all come true. And the new day in the place where I was compounded of this: velvet drapes and statuary, crystal goblets in glass cases, grand piano, gold pendulum clock, carved furniture, and sunlight which revealed no dust. And Miss Julia Walsh.
Yes, of course, Bart Russell was once my husband. First and last. Oh, lucky me.
The fact that yesterday he was found murdered, Miss Walsh, what does that...
Friends of mine have died before. Would you believe it? Just 6 months ago, a very dear friend of mine just didn't get out of bed one day, known as dying with
Then your former husband's death doesn't do anything to you, huh?
Listen, you. My station in life for 6 years was being wife to Bart Russell. He suggested to me one day a divorce. I placed one hand on my hip, my head to one side, and with the other hand I snapped my fingers. I said, which meant awfully good idea.
Divorced him just because he asked you to, is that right?
After, of course, he handed me the list of properties I would then own, besides various moneys, all of which would make me wealthy and without the need of a husband ever again.
Well, that was 2 years ago.
Approximately. After the chat we had, I went off to Reno and without the blowing of horns became a single woman. I haven't seen Bart since.
About your married life with him. Tell me about it.
While I was married to him, I was proud and eager to be his wife. Another woman intruded. Time to say goodbye, you know. Cheerio, dear boy, and thanks for the lovely marriage, you know.
And no regrets?
Pride, of course. I was wounded. But the poultice that can be made out of money and real estate titles soothes, heals, no pain. Well, almost no pain.
Go on.
This gal, this babe for whom he threw me out of my ear. She had me investigated. Me, Barton, both of us.
What are you talking about?
Investigated. Looked into us. To find out about us. Happily married, state of economics, those things.
How do you know?
I heard I was being investigated from some of my friends who'd been approached about me. They told me his name.
You mean your husband's girlfriend hired a private detective, is that right?
Yes. Who I approached with a winning smile and a $100 bill.
You taking me to Stanley Taggart?
Who's in my private office under guard of my house detective. In here, please.
Hello, son.
Trouble, huh, Mr. Taggart?
I flipped, son. Force of habit. Swirled round my heels, and I flipped right over onto my face.
Someone will tell me about it, huh?
No, not you, Crimley. You may go. Please, Crimley.
Your house detective?
Who has served his purpose and who has better to do now that a public official is here.
Son, I'm sorry to put you to all this bother. You're a man to be fond of. I'm sorry.
Oh, now you're sorry. And what were your feelings less than an hour ago when you skipped my hotel? Were about to board a train at Grand Central for Miami? If it hadn't been for Crimley.
Good feelings, son. Old feelings. This time of year, habit's very strong in a man. He gets a feeling that says Miami.
And yesterday, the feelings had a phone call to Rome and one to Paris and to London.
And Topeka, son. That's where I got the warmest hello.
Yes, and not pay for them, nor for the room service at all hours, nor for the valet, nor for Havana cigars, nor
I
for...
tried to explain it to you, son. I got the money to pay for those nice things. I'm sugared with money.
Then why didn't you pay your hotel bill?
Well, it's just the season hit me, and the old habit welled up in... He just welled up.
I'll tell you what he's talking about.
You do that, son.
Yes, I will. This hotel bulletin of the hotel's owners association. And this bulletin of hotel detectives, dated June 1951. Pamphlets dedicated to the apprehension of deadbeats. Like Mr. Taggart, yeah? Now, these pictures of him when he registered as Stan Lowry at the Mule Bark in Kansas City and beat them for the bridal suite. And as a Lowell Stanley at the Bella River, Indianapolis, I believe, where he beat them for the silver anniversary penthouse and a catered banquet.
Let me see that. A picture of a girl here, Mr. Taggart. Says you worked it together.
100 hotels, 100 aliases. How is a man to...
Be quiet a minute, Mr. Shields. The girl, Taggart.
Wouldn't have had the sparkle to it without her. She in the penthouse and me in the presidential suite. Made quite a team.
Let's go.
I sure got crummy habits. Yeah. Come on, son.
Hello, Mr. Clover.
Mrs. Russell.
Won't you gentlemen come in? Shall I bother to tell you, Mr. Clover, that I've canned the maid, so you can't have coffee today either?
That's okay. How do you feel about it, Dennison?
Mrs. Russell will be the fifth person today who didn't offer me coffee.
What's the matter? Aren't you liked?
No.
Poor you. Well, doesn't leave us much to talk about, does it?
I'm the kind of guy who doesn't talk much without a formal introduction.
Don't bother.
He's Detective Dennison, Mrs. Russell.
Hail and farewell.
And you're a new widow, so you got moods, so you don't want to see anybody. Right?
Let it go at that.
On his way to jail, your Uncle Stanley told me to say hello to you.
What do you mean on his way to jail?
From the time we picked him up to the time we booked him, that interval is known as on his way to jail.
Cop talk.
Somewhere in there, he said to say hello to you.
What was he picked up for?
He tried to run out on a hotel bill.
He did what?
When he was picked up by the house dick, Uncle Stanley was wearing 2 suits, his socks in his coat pocket, his shirts and underwear tied around his middle. All he left the Rossmore Plaza was a suitcase with a pawn ticket in it.
Oh, he's a rascal, isn't he?
Very lovable.
And he sent you here to go his bail, is that it?
To go his bail? My.
Matter of fact, you know what came with Uncle Stanley?
Do I have to throw a fit to get rid of you two?
Don't throw a fit, Mrs. Russell. Just take a look at this. Bulletin of the Hotel Owners Association.
Who wants to look at that?
Now, show her a picture, Danny. Ladies always like to look at their own.
That was a long time ago. Everything's changed now.
Yeah, you lost a husband. That's a big change.
Listen, Mr. Clover.
Uh-huh.
I told you about Bart. A boy with antics. He pulled the biggest one of his career. He got killed. What am I supposed to do?
Simple. Tell us whether his murder was meditated or premeditated.
You kidding?
Look, Carol, you're a con girl from way back. Working the hotels was only a side thing with you, so don't get coy with us.
You're a slob, you know that?
Okay. Only don't get coy.
I had a talk a little while ago with a man named Tom Hudson, Mrs. Russell.
Tom Hudson, the most studious private investigator of them all.
Fellas.
What?
You know how it is.
How is it?
A girl goes to marry, she's got to do a little research. Find out about her fella.
Oh, sure, all the time. Girl meets boy, girl hires private cop, girl finds out marriage status and bank account. Girl marries fella.
So you married Barton Russell. Then after you were married, found out he'd given most of his estate to his first wife as a settlement.
Oh, you need a hanky, honey?
Get away from me, you slob.
My.
You want to do something for me? You want to do something real nice? Lie down on that couch over there and fold your hands. Then die. Just a little bit die. Will you do that?
That's my Carol.
Okay, yeah. He gave her all the money. What he had left, he blew it in the last 2 years. The other night, he took me for a boat ride. Told me everything was for sale. Boat, house, the works. That did it.
So you stabbed him just like that, huh?
Well,
Well, what?
I got mad.
And Uncle Stanley was your alibi, huh?
Can you imagine a knucklehead like that? With a pocket full of loose C notes, you couldn't resist beating a hotel bill?
Come on, Mrs. Russell.
Here's your coat, Carol.
Yeah. Wrap me around in mink, fellas. Either you fellas got a girlfriend like a mink coat? No? Guess I'm just wasting my time. Shall we go?
It's the happy time on Broadway now. There's easy laughter, and a hot trumpet skirls its song out into the grinning mob, and a man dips his hand in a trash can. It's the journey you made because you had no choice, the excursion to end of all the streets in the world. It's Broadway, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway, my beat.
Broadway's My Beat stars Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover, with Charles Calvert as Tartaglia and Jack Crucian as Muggavan. The program is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with musical score composed and conducted by Alexander Courage. In tonight's story, Mary Jane Croft was heard as Carol, and James McCallion as Dennison. Featured in the cast were June Whitley, Alan Reed, Edgar Barrier, and Howard McNear. Bill Anders speaking.
Broadway's My Beat, from Times Square to Columbus Circle, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world.
Broadway's My Beat, with Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover.
The nighttime of early spring hugs close to Broadway, whispers. There, in the shadow pools, the promises, the dreams you've dreamed, shut off from the rest of the world with speckled light. And there, beyond the floating laughter, all the silence you've searched for and the longed-for sigh. And there, walking the easy wall of night breeze, the girl of silk and warming cheek. The girl, the promise, and the light. Here on Broadway. And it never lets you go. And off Broadway now, police hospital, tax-supported room for emergency pain, enamel, polish, and gleam. And Dr. Sinsky.
Hold still for a minute, will you? Stop moving around so much.
The man, wounded man, unhappy.
Just take it easy, Doc, will you? Just a nick, the knife.
A nick with 8 stitches? That makes it a slice. Which is medical talk for what happened to your arm from here to here. All right, you can talk to him for a minute, Danny.
I want to check your address, Mr. Stewart.
What for?
1212 8th Street, is that right?
Yeah. You guys have been real...
Doctor.
You'd better sit back down, Mr. Stewart. You've lost too much blood. You'll stay here at the hospital tonight.
No.
You'll stay, Mr. Stewart. I'll take care of him, Dan.
Just one more thing. You feel like changing your story?
I was waiting for the express train in the subway.
Yeah, I know. And someone came up and stabbed you.
And I don't know who he was.
You don't have any idea why it happened.
And I don't have any...
Good night.
Me stabbed like this, Doc. You'd think he'd believe a wounded man like me, wouldn't you?
Lie down.
And leave. Leave the protestings of a wounded man against official concern for his life. Walk out of a cone of sallow light that held a secret violence, and through hospital corridor. And the sounds of night pain hushed, muted. And into street, and for a while walk against the surge of a city's nighttime. Brush against a woman's laughter.
and it drifts through the spring. Turn a corner, and your street, your room, your rectangle of night and of sleep. In the morning, headquarters, and the things of the morning, the coffee, the cigarette, the Sergeant Tartaglia.
Enjoy, Danny. Sip the coffee. Inhale the cigarette. Take time. Enjoy.
Well, thanks, Gino.
After all, what rule says a man must rush pell-mell into the pace that kills without he first should settle his stomach? As my great-aunt, that's my great-aunt Tia Severini of Patterson, once put it, and nicely, I think, in her native tongue.
You have something for me, Gino?
Very well, if you insist. A report on that chap of the knifing in the subway last night, that Mr. John Stewart.
What about him?
A malcontent, an ungrateful. And there are such folks.
What are you talking about?
To make a display of himself during the night to his fellow patients in emergency hospital. To scream, to moan, to throw accessories in the face of the night intern. Till finally the young doctor can take it no more, gives Mr. Stewart his release.
Let him go?
Pain reliever pills and gauze Mr. Stewart said he could buy in any drugstore. A crime he did not commit, so he left. And as for the bed... as for his bed... His word to the city was...
Just see who it is, huh, Gino?
Very well. Yes, what? What is it you wish, madam?
They said I was to see a Lieutenant Clover. They said if it had anything to do with John Stewart, I was to talk
I'm
to him.
Danny Clover. Please come in. That'll be all, Sergeant. Here, take this chair.
Thank you. It's just that I've come for John and whatever things I must do.
Mr. Stewart's a friend of yours?
My brother-in-law. I'm Leona Stewart. This morning I read of the terrible thing that happened to John, and I just want to take him home. Care for him. Protect him.
Protect him?
John has enemies, people who want to kill him, and in my home I'll be with him and let no one harm him.
What people want to kill him, Mrs. Stewart?
Well, I really don't know what people. John just says there's someone who'll kill him, but he won't tell me who. He says it will sadden me more, and I shouldn't be saddened anymore. May I please go to him, take him home? I'll give him the best of care.
He's gone.
What? He was hurt. Where would he go?
I don't know. He got out of the hospital last night. He didn't want what we were doing for him.
Oh, that's John. That's John, all right. He can't stand to have people fuss over him, but he needs it.
Do you know where I could find him, Mrs. Stewart? Mrs. Stewart?
Oh, at work. John would go to work, I think, just to prove something to the world after his terrible ordeal. That's John, too.
Where does he work?
A place of buttons and ribbons and novelties for women, for children. A wholesale place. Globe on West 12th. John's always sneaking little things to give me, to make me laugh. Please find him. I don't want him dead, whatever anyone else wants.
We'll do everything we can, Mrs. Stewart.
Thank you. That's kind. Goodbye, Mr. Clover.
Watch her get up and leave. Tall woman and angular. A small black straw hat with linen flowers, faded. Gray dress designed for modesty. And women against whom 50 years had conspired. Slow walk to door. The adjustments, straw hat, linen flowers, and dress. Be neat. The world's out there. And neatness is all you have left to show. And sit with it for a while and consider. Man, John Stewart, slashed in a subway by unknown assailant. And he has enemies, a woman had just said, who want to kill him. What enemies, she doesn't know. Suppose this question to yourself. A man, an ordinary man, seemingly, dealer in ribbons and compacts and shoe trees. What had he done that demanded revenge, if anything? So find out. Go to his place of business, Globe Notions and Novelties. Storefront painted with a planet that had a face which smiled and was tied round with a belt with an initial buckle. Go in. And the man who stood at the back of the merchandise tables and smiled at you was not Mr. Stewart.
My name's Roberts. How are you?
Fine. I'm looking for John Stewart, Mr. Roberts.
Captain John stepped out a few days ago, hasn't been back. Something I can do for you?
I'm from the police.
Something I can do for you?
It seems like Mr. Stewart got into a little...
I asked you a question.
Mr. Stewart is your partner, is that right?
Since 7 years. That answers...
Is Mr. Stewart in the habit of stepping out a few days at a time?
No.
How come it happened this time?
I don't know. John said I'll be seeing you. I take his word for it.
And this sort of thing's never happened before.
When did I say that?
You said
You asked whether it was a habit. Once before, and this time doesn't make it a habit. Now, does it? Does it?
the last time.
The last time was a month ago, when his brother died. He took off to care for the funeral arrangements, to grieve, to give solace to his brother's widow.
His brother's widow, Leona Stewart?
That's right, his sister-in-law, Leona.
How did John Stewart's brother die?
Took sick. Never got well.
Mr. Roberts, do you know anybody who would want to do away with your partner?
Do away with him?
To kill him.
Question I can't answer.
You?
Huh? I never got that jealous of his matchbox collection or his seashells. Anything else you want to know?
No.
That's a good answer. Goodbye.
Wait till I give you a look-see at Johnny Stewart's room. It'll open a whole new horizon for you. A way of life.
You know him well, Mr. Anderson?
I counter with a question of my own. I read you were with him last night.
That's right.
I read his arm was sliced open from knuckle to elbow. I read also he clenched his teeth down on the whole
You
thing.
said you had a question, Mr. Anderson.
How well you got to know Johnny Stewart last night is how well I got to know him in 10 years of relieving him of his room rent. Gaze. Gaze yourself upon the rented room of John Stewart, dealer in notions and souvenirs. Messy, ain't it?
Uh-huh. You have any idea where Stewart might be?
If I told you he was probably out collecting things to add to the collection of junk he's already got, I would probably be 100% right.
Well, thanks a lot, Mr. Anderson.
Hey, don't go. I got to show you a few things. Like this. These cardboard boxes full of match covers. Collector's items, huh? For a grown man, huh?
Look, Mr. Anderson.
Wait. Over here. Laid out on a bureau and not to be touched by a cleaning woman's hands or mine or yours. Maybe 3 pounds of seashells. Laid out. Very neat, huh?
You get a big kick out of John Stewart's life, don't you, Mr. Anderson?
What's more, I don't often get the chance to share it with anyone. Wait. You ain't seen. You know what's in here? Rocks. Rocks like kids throw at each other. Like things crawl under. And in this box, broken glass. I peeked yesterday when he wasn't here. A collector of broken pieces of glass. A man. And here, this sack in the corner. Guess what's in? Dirt. A sack of dirt. For flowers? For what? Dirt he trailed all over my steps. Dirt he stashes
You through, Mr. Anderson?
Yeah. Oh, with one exception. You find Stewart, suggest he lives someplace else. Or die someplace else. Either one.
That John Stewart is as yet not to be found.
All right, Gino, what else?
Talking to of Mr. Stewart's neighbors revealed he is a man who is a hat tipper and greeter. More than that, nothing. Talks hardly to anyone. However, he has been seen doing a very peculiar thing.
No?
He has been seen stopping in stride to pick up from the sidewalk cigar bands. It is my surmise
Danny, found your man, Danny.
John Stewart?
Yippo. John Stewart.
Where is he?
Queensbridge.
Huh?
Being photographed. On his face.
How did...
With a knife, Danny. Murdered. Stabbed to death.
You are listening to Broadway's My Beat, written by Morton Fine and David Friedkin, and starring Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover. America answered the call of the 1953 Red Cross campaign now underway. Whoever you are, wherever you may be, if disaster strikes you or those you love, the Red Cross will be on the job to save life and property, to give survivors a fresh start. America's young sons in Korea know the work of the Red Cross. They can measure its effectiveness in lives saved time and again through the blood program. This month, now, give generously to your local Red Cross.
In the soft night of March, Broadway's heart beats fast, and the walk is slow. Dream walk, languid, rhythm to the even pulsings of light, to the cadence of muted trumpet drifting out of loudspeakers, out of upstairs halls where dancing is to be had. And the face of the crowd is veiled with memory of other spring night times, when also the sheen of neon floated through a girl's hair, when also laughter spilled swiftly out of doorways, and shadows were scented with fleeting perfumes. So follow close on the heels of night. Maybe this one, this time, this year,
Maybe it won't get away from you. In a room of a house, suburban home in Queens, a window open to the warmth of March night and a woman looking out at it, reacting to it. Mrs. Stewart.
Oh, I'm sorry. I remembered something. Something very long ago when I was a girl. Something I thought I'd never remember. You were saying something to me, Mr. Clover, and I'm sorry.
About John Stewart, about your brother-in-law.
He's dead.
The things you told me about him in my office yesterday.
I know. Vague, useless, unimportant things. The way my life is. The way my house is. Everything now.
You said he knew someone wanted to kill him.
And I said I didn't know who because he never told me. On the Queensboro Bridge. He must have been coming here. To me.
You saw him often? He came here often?
After my husband's death, almost every day. To putter in the garden, to do little fixing jobs about the house, the screens for summer, paint for summer, try to end my grief by summer. For my husband's death, Kenneth's death, his own brother's death.
Mrs. Stewart.
No one cared about my husband's dying, Mr. Clover, or how I felt about it, except my brother. My husband was a drunkard. Lived and died a drunkard.
Oh.
A neighbor found him in a gutter and didn't help him home. Just came to my door and told me about it and went away. When I got there, Kenneth had been lying there in coldness and wetness and drunkenness. I don't know how long. I brought him home, and I called our doctor, and he couldn't save him. But he performed an act of penance.
What do you mean?
He came to the funeral. He was the only outsider there.
Then he was a close friend?
I suppose so. Kenneth and I had known him almost all our married life. Dr. Sherwood, Henry Sherwood. He has an office on Ruxton Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
He signed Kenneth's death certificate. He came to the funeral. I suppose you call him a close friend?
Except for John Stewart?
Except for John, who is dead. Who was taken from me, as my husband was. As everything in my life has been. It was through this window, and I remembered something a little while ago. What was it? What was it?
Woman, and a day's dying, with sorrow and infinite tears that washed backward with a bitter chemistry. Woman who forgot how to cry so that other people could see, whose stricken eyes didn't match the rest of her face. Leave her. Street and home and sleep. Sleep and the alarm clock. The punctual awakening, the jolt. Roll over and see how the day is. Gray. So dress and go out to live with a gray day. Phone headquarters and leave word you weren't coming in right away because you had a stop to make. Friend of the family and doctor, healer, and signer of death certificates. Go there. The cardboard sign in the door window tells you the doctor is in to enter and be seated. Through the doorway and the vestibule and into a waiting room of old oak chairs and a table of flimsy wood and woven straw, which held magazines catering to handymen about the home, druggists, and those who missed the April 1937 report on the Denver Medical Conclave. Also to be noted, large painting of a tiger and an autographed photograph of one Dr. Buford Cosgrove in memory of the Medical Conclave, Denver, April 1937. And later, a door opens at one end of the room, and a man with a pink face beckons.
In my office, please. Sit down, please. What seems to be your trouble?
I'm not here as a patient, Dr. Sherwood.
I see. Who sent you to see me?
I'm from the police.
My diploma's on the wall, sir. If you'll be kind enough. Thank you. I always ask to see the badge.
Always, huh? The police drop in here often?
What do you want?
Information about a man named Kenneth Stewart, a patient of yours.
Who died?
Information about him.
Gladly. An alcoholic.
He died from alcoholism?
You might say that. 6 months ago, he contracted low-bound pneumonia while out on a drunk. He was cured. Close, for the cure. I won.
And last month?
Precisely the same thing. Pneumonia, same type. I lost. Kenneth Stewart died.
You'd been his physician for quite a time, I understand. I need to know something about him.
An alcoholic. I'm no psychologist. He drank. I have no idea why. I couldn't get him to go to the sanitarium. I lost there, too.
Were you his brother John's doctor, too?
No. However, that man was in a couple of days ago. He asked me how his brother Kenneth had died. I told him the same thing I'm telling you, pneumonia. He threw a handful of dirt at me.
What?
He had a brown paper bag of dirt in his pocket. He threw a handful at me. If you were me, you wouldn't look like that, sir. Dirt in a brown paper bag is fairly mild for some of the neuroses that I...
Anything else you can tell me, Doctor?
Not a thing. Now, you'll excuse me, won't you?
A regular little runway we're beating at Johnny Stewart's door, huh? He never had this much traffic in all the years. Man, girl, a dog.
You'll just unlock the door for me, Anderson.
I'll do more than that for you. I'll stick around because it's my rooming house, and I got an itch to know what goes on in my house. See? It hasn't changed. It hasn't been touched. I could have sold tickets, but I got a respect for the dead. Hey,
Don't let it eat you, Anderson.
Well, you got a yen for a brown paper sack of dirt. It don't bother me hardly at all. You going to take it out of here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it makes it more sanitary that way. Anything else you want?
This box with the broken glass.
I'll close my eyes. Won't let out a peep. You got a pocket for the seashells? They'll hardly take up any space at all. Yeah, you looking for somebody, mister?
Mr. John Stewart. Is he here?
He's dead, that's where he is. Cold stone dead someplace else. You don't read, mister?
Oh, I didn't know.
What do you want with Stewart?
Look here, I don't
I'm
want
from the police. What do you want with Stewart?
Well, only to give him this envelope. I'm sorry, I didn't know he was dead.
Let me have it. Thanks.
It probably won't do you any good to read it. It's all very technical.
Chemical symbols, aren't they?
Yes, but of course. You see, Mr. Stewart brought in a little sample of earth the other day.
You're a chemist?
Oh, no. Oh, my, no. I have a little garden supply shop down the street, and Mr. Stewart came in and gave me some earth out of a brown paper bag, like you have in your hands, and he said he was doing some gardening, and would I analyze the sample of soil he had, whether it was acid and all, and I said I'd have to send it out, and it'd take a day or so.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks very much. You too, Anderson. Danny Clover speaking.
Dennison, Danny.
Yeah?
I'm down here in technical. Do you want the quantitative on these samples?
Huh?
You want to know how much of what are in the samples or just what are in them?
Just what are in them.
Well, here's what you want to know then. Dirt scrapings from the bits of broken glass you sent down here have the identical chemical composition on that report.
You mean the gardener's report?
Yeah, that's right. Also, the broken glass is the type used for whiskey bottles. You didn't want me to try to piece together the fragments of glass, did you?
No.
Anything else?
Yeah, get up here.
Dr. Sinsky speaking.
Danny Clover, Doctor. Can I see you in my office for a minute?
Sure, Danny, sure. I'll be right up.
I still say it's tough to believe, Danny, that's all.
Dr. Sinsky just told it to you, Dennison, and Dr. Sinsky just showed it to you in books. That's why he keeps those books in his office, to prove things to skeptics like you.
Okay.
Ring the bell.
Yes, what? Oh. Hello, Mr. Clover.
Hello, Mr. Stewart. This is Detective Dennison.
How are you?
How do you do? Please come in.
Thank you.
Well, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
We have to talk with you some more.
Well, I don't see why.
We'll tell you why, Mrs. Stewart. Police officers just don't knock on doors without reasons.
What is your reason, Mr. Clover?
It's about the death of your husband.
Well, that's strange.
And about the death of your brother-in-law. How strange is that, Mrs. Stewart?
Mr. Clover,
Yes?
forgive me. Suddenly I'm tired. Suddenly I want...
Oh, sure. Sit down, Mrs. Stewart.
I don't like your friend, Mr. Clover.
Oh, yeah, I'm not very popular. Something I've always carried around with me.
Please tell me what it is you want.
Your husband was a drunk, wasn't he?
I told you that myself.
How come he was a drunk, Mrs. Stewart?
He had a taste for whiskey, that's all I know.
But there's always other reasons. Didn't you get along, or what?
I told you before, Mr. Clover. I'm tired. And I told you before I didn't like your friend.
For the next few minutes, Mrs. Stewart, you're going to have to bear with it.
What about you, Mrs. Stewart?
What do you mean?
What kind of life you've led with your husband?
What kind of life do you think it's been?
Rough, huh?
Now will you tell me, Mr. Clover, just what you came for?
You murdered your husband, didn't you?
Listen.
Yes?
I have pictures of myself when I was young. Would you like to see them? They're upstairs.
We've seen pretty girls, Mrs. Stewart, and you must have been pretty.
I was. I was considered very pretty.
That's what I meant when I asked you what your life has been.
The night before...
Yes?
The night before I made up my mind.
To kill your husband?
Yes. I lay there and I thought about how my life has been. With him lying there. With the reek. And that was my life.
So you poisoned him, huh?
In the booze?
Yes.
Mrs. Stewart, a little while ago we found out from our police physician that the gross symptoms of the poison you used and pneumonia are the same. How did you know that?
It's irony, isn't it?
Yeah, but how did you know it?
The first time my husband got sick, 6 months ago, I've got a book. A home medical book. The symptoms, I saw them. They were almost the same.
And last month, when he was pulled out of a wet gutter, drunk, you fed him the poison, killed him. And your doctor thought it was the same thing.
Yes.
And you killed your brother-in-law because he suspected what had happened.
I should have known better than to bury that bottle in the garden. My brother-in-law always liked to putter around there.
He found that broken bottle and dug up the dirt around it, huh?
I know. He came into my house and looked at me. Then he threw a handful of dirt in my face. Then he told me. I tried to kill him in the subway.
We'd better get going, Mrs. Stewart.
If only he hadn't found out. It would have been all right. Then the neighbors would have come and sat with me and talked with me and not been embarrassed because I had a drunken husband.
Get her coat, Dennison.
Yeah.
He was better off dead. And so was I. I'm 51 years old. It had to stop sometime, the life I had. Someone had to stop it. So I did.
Here, I brought your scarf, too, Mrs. Stewart. It's cold outside.
There's the special moon over Broadway tonight. It dips low, mixes with the laughter. It curves across the street and softens the shadows. And people look at it, point at it, wink at it, then run away from it into whatever darkness they've planned for the night. It's Broadway. The gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway, my beat.
Broadway is My Beat stars Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover, with Charles Calvert as Tartaglia and Jack Crucian as Muggavan. The program is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with musical score composed and conducted by Alexander Courage. In tonight's story, Paula Winslow was heard as Leona. Featured in the cast were James McCallion, Lou Merrill, Herb Butterfield, Billy Hallop, and Steve Roberts. Bill Anders speaking.
Broadway's My Beat, from Times Square to Columbus Circle, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway's My Beat, with Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover. Late afternoon of March, and Broadway moves in tired languor. The time of waking spectaculars and slow staining of color in twisted neon tubes. And this, ebb of sunlight performing on the shoulders of a woman who drifts from one season into another. The time of the late afternoon break and interval before the comptometers summon you back to their paternal wizardry. 10 minutes allotted to lean your head against winter stone, lift your face to the slow coming of spring, and flick the cigarette after the passers-by. A piece of the day, and it was all yours. And at headquarters, the time for the recording of violences in quadruplicate. And clear the desk of odds and ends, the statements on grief, the stenographic reports on anguish, and sip the cold coffee in the wax container.
Busy, Danny?
Just clearing a few things off my desk.
Yeah, maybe you better make room.
Huh?
Because I brought you something.
I give up. What, Muggerman?
I got it downstairs, interrogation room. If you're tired of the lull, I'm filling it for you.
All right, let's go. You going to tell me, Muggerman, or you going to wait till we get there, open the door, and yell, surprise, surprise?
I've been questioning a man on the matter of a car theft.
Car theft?
Don't go big on me, Danny. It's got murder in it.
What?
The thief doesn't know we know it yet. You coming, Danny? Okay, officer, you can get back now, thanks. Lieutenant, I'll take over. Well, this is our boy, Danny.
What's your name?
You kidding? Lieutenant only kids on a full stomach, mister. Right now it's 10 minutes before dinner time, so
The
tell
amount
them...
of times I give my name already.
Try once more, huh?
Georgie Haven.
Where do you live, Georgie?
I haven't established residence as yet. I'm an out-of-towner. I guess,
You guess what?
I guess I got carried away with the splendor of it all, of your great metropolis.
Yeah, so you hopped into a long black car and drove away.
The car was sitting at the curb, key in the ignition. For the 15 minutes I watched it. And beings it was there, and beings I've always wanted as a child to drive across the Brooklyn Bridge, Oh, now, fellas, I knew I couldn't get away with it, dressed like a bum at the wheel of a multi-cylinder cad.
Where you come from, Georgie?
North Dakota. So now let me ask you a question, huh?
All right.
Big shop you boys have got here, right? Coming in here after I was picked up, I noticed everything's got a department. First, they took me to a place titled Traffic Violations. Now, all of a sudden, I'm in a place called Homicide. Question. How come?
Answer. A dead woman in the trunk of the car. She was bludgeoned to death, slugged with a jack handle.
Oh, you're not going to get away with it, that's
What
all.
about it, Georgie?
You heard what I said. You're not going to get away with it. You're lying through your teeth. There ain't no
Come
dead
on,
woman.
Georgie, we'll show you. Come on. Yeah, this way, Georgie.
What do you think I'm going to write him to North Dakota about this place, huh? You thought about
Through
that?
here. How long were you driving the car before the officer caught you, Georgie?
All morning.
I thought you said that...
Oh, it's a fib. I saw the car around dawn, drove around to get the feel of the traffic in the car before I... Uh-oh.
Police photographers, Georgie, and technicians. Also...
Yeah, I see. Oh, look, I didn't kill her. Listen.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what else to tell you. I didn't kill her. I
Get
didn't.
him out of here, Muggerman. Book him.
Right. Come on, Georgie.
You planted it. You don't think you can get away with it just because I've blown here from out of town. You can't
Yeah?
get away with it.
Officer Gaines, Lieutenant, a few things here we can tell you about now.
Mm-hmm.
No identification on the woman. Expensively dressed. Handbag with the usual stuff. Lipstick, powder, you know. No driver's license. This, though. The letter we found in it.
Thanks. Yeah. Joan. See me tonight or never again. I don't know how, but I'm sure of it. I have the strength to do it. I'll kill myself. Harry.
Mailed the day before yesterday from the postmark.
Yeah. You got anything else, officer?
I opened the glove compartment. Registration card in it. Made out to an Ann Martin on Park. Here. That's it, Lieutenant.
Yes, what is it?
I'm from the police, Danny Clover.
And I am Ann Marden, and you can tell me right out what it is you want.
Some information about Joan Allen.
It never tires me to talk about Joan with anyone. Anyone who'll stand still. Please come in.
Thank you.
I was just finishing a singularly lonely dinner. This has been a day without beaux and without old youths clamoring for me. Will you have coffee, Mr. Clover?
Thanks.
How nice. Black? Cream? Sugar? How, Mr. Clover?
Black.
Of course. Here you are. Early fall of night, and a time to speak of Joan.
A friend of yours?
I have the greenest envy for her beauty. I am stunned by what her loveliness does to both men and women when she just stands still in a room. And I am her friend.
What else about her?
What else would there have to be about a woman?
Her friends. A man who wrote her a note, signed it Harry, for instance.
I don't know a Harry. I know a husband, Robert, a gifted man of intellect and rare taste in antiquities and present beauty. Robert Allen, contributor to Top Drawer magazine. Robert Allen, historian. Robert Allen, husband to Beauty. Husband to Joan. And you to Joan?
We found her in your car, murdered.
Yesterday afternoon, Joan came to me and said she wanted my car, and I gave it to her, and she was very done up and bleeding.
That was yesterday. It didn't worry you if she hadn't brought it back. It didn't...
Please don't stop me. Joni asks for my car often because her husband won't permit her to drive. He has theories on the vulnerability of beauty. Joni comes to me, and I give her my car, and sometimes she won't return it for days on end, and I ask her about it, and she says there was rain or there was twilight. Was it days she had it? So sorry, dear Anne. What would you like to hear about Anne? Joan's friend Anne. Let's talk about Anne.
I'm sorry.
Not for Anne. Don't be sorry for her. Rich girl, and with a job, too. And she has beautiful friends. And dead friends. And you mustn't tell Robert I let his precious have my car. Robert would be furious. Get out.
Where do they live?
Next block up, the corner apartment house. Get out.
Look,
I know the rules. I shall keep my grieving within the borough. And I shall not ask again. Get out.
And leave her. Walk the block to where her friend had lived. Apartment of the long canopy, fringed. Decor of French poodle already clipped and bow ribbon for the jaunts of spring. Doorman of the question mark eyebrows. And the long gliding ascent, and maybe 400 feet above sea level, corridor to an historian.
You wished something?
And the release of music to spill into corridor, and over the man's shoulder, a room lighted with images. A Roman head in aged marble and sightless eyes on ebony pedestal. A Greek torso, winged and in flight. A Chinese goddess in porcelain, and across the serenity of her outstretched hands a bough in blossom. And focal point of all the classic beauty, a wall lined with portraits of a woman, impressions, suggestions, reflections of a woman.
What can I do for you?
Mr. Allen, Robert Allen?
Yes, that's right.
My name is Clover, police.
Well, please come in.
Thank you.
I was enjoying some music and a drink, Mr. Clover. Would you care for some wine? Mr. Clover?
Oh, sorry.
Don't apologize. These portraits are my own indulgence and pride. They're of my wife.
Beautiful.
That's not precisely the word. This one now, we were in Spain on our honeymoon and saw the mantilla. Personally, I believe the touch a trifle coy. What do you think?
Well,
No? Exotic? Perhaps. Joan has a chameleon-like quality. Where she is, what the circumstance is, Joan mirrors it somehow. You see this one in India with the sari. One would say... Oh, what would you say, Mr. Clover?
One of the loveliest portraits I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Nor does it do my wife justice. There's a thing about her. If she were here, you'd see it, I'm sure. The elusive, aloof. Sometimes I confess it's being married to 1,000 women.
Do you know where she is, Mr. Allen?
I know. No, I don't.
Isn't that unusual?
In character. Joan goes off at times, communes with whatever she communes with. When I'm too much with her, or her surroundings. I'm lucky. She always comes back.
Mr. Allen.
Yes.
Mr. Allen, she's dead.
No. Surely you wouldn't be joking. And no, I don't know where she is. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me.
You are listening to Broadway's My Beat, written by Morton Fine and David Friedkin, and starring Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover. Tomorrow evening on CBS Radio, Lionel Barrymore's Hall of Fame Theater turns the spotlight on another little-known hero of American history, with a dramatization of the important events in that person's life. For still more outstanding Sunday night drama, don't miss your Theater of Stars with Vincent Price appearing in The Impresario, a drama of tangled emotions set against a colorful ballet background. Remember, too, Sunday nights on most of these same stations, CBS Radio's dramatic escape dramas.
On the morning of a new March day, Broadway moves quickly. Last night's carnival is memory again, after image, but still dimly heard, and 10 hours away again. It's cross the corner and dodge the traffic time, go to work time, sandwiches in brown paper bags, and resolve to see about the raise today. And hurry up, the moving hand on the time clock writes in purple ink and docks for lateness. And strung through all of it, loudspeaker music carried on the skirl of a breeze. Lean into it, inhale it. It's the good time, brand new day, and Broadway wears sun on its cheek. And at my office at headquarters, sunlight had its special quality. It touched iron grillwork and street and dust before it sifted in, found its place near the file cabinet, and lay there. Was picked up and became a man and was named Sergeant Gino Tartaglia.
A bright and cheery good morning to you, Danny.
The same to you, Gino.
Nice of you to think of me.
Don't mention it.
Aren't we friends, Danny?
Oh, Gino,
I was telling this to Mrs. Tartaglia last night. How friendly.
Please, Gino.
And she patted me on top of the head. A gesture she only does in a sentimental mood. Now to work, if you please.
Thank you very much.
Certainly. Rundown on the deceased Mrs. Joan Allen reveals only snatches of info, such as she had no business driving a car since no driver license had been issued to her.
All right. What else?
That some 7 years ago, when her maiden name was Westfall, Joan Westfall, she had a slight altercation with a man named Tom Marino. They took a shot at him.
Oh?
Tom Marino, whose present address I give you, it seems, jilted her. Stood her up almost at the altar. She took a shot at him. Mr. Marino good-naturedly called it an accident and did not bring charges. However,
Danny Clover speaking.
This is Harry Barton.
Harry Barton? Yes, what is it?
This morning's paper carried an item about a note found on the person of Mrs. Allen, who was murdered.
Huh?
The note was signed Harry. I'm Harry. I thought I'd call.
I've been wondering how to find you. Where can I see you?
I work at Nathan's Swedish Kitchen on Madison Avenue, a grocery store.
Thanks. I'll be right there, Mr. Barton.
You the fella up from a very recent phone conversation?
You, Barton?
I gotta tell you, it was very thoughtful how you parked the prowl car a little up the street, not in front, so...
You want to talk here, Barton?
Give me a minute to shiver and shake, huh? The whole way of life is blowing up right in my face.
You kill her? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Nothing of the kind. Absolutely nothing of the kind. What kind of talk is that between fellas? I killed Joan, Mrs. Allen.
You knew she was married?
For over a year and a half now, I've been suggesting delicacies for her table. I wouldn't know she's married.
Look,
And delivering same to her house and stacking same on her butler's pantry. And this was nothing. I would have crawled on my face down Madison Avenue in broad daylight if Mrs. Allen gave the word.
That's how much you were in love with her.
To such an extent that I wrote verses. Tiny poems on back of receipts from the cash register. And
what?
And instead of a slap from her, she would give me that certain, secret, mysterious smile that beautiful women can give to a fella. More than a fella like me in his wildest dreams.
What kind of a fella are you, Barton? You haven't really told me.
32 I'll never see again. Downhill from over the hump. And baldish. See? Up here? A fellow who'll go for any patent hair restorer, any remedy for what ails him. That kind, ordinary.
But also deep and intense. A man who'll write a note promising suicide if the woman he loves...
But exactly that kind. Destroy me.
And the note worked?
A year ago. I wrote to Mrs. Allen exactly the same type note as you found. It worked then.
Oh?
She received my note. Immediately, she rushed to my room. I felled myself at her feet. I read to her from the collected works of Harry Barton. That's myself. I played lush music on the machine. And in a while, she went away. And it was the most stunning evening of my life.
And last night, after you wrote her another note, you were stunned again.
With one variation. I made a terrible mistake. I touched her. I put my hand to her cheek, and she hit me, and she flew out and drove away in a long, black, expensive car. From the window, I watched her drive right out of my life. I'll tell you, even if it sounds corny, my life went with her.
You'll stick around, Barton.
From 9 to 6. The rest of my life in Nathan's Swedish kitchen.
So leave the place of the delicacies. And outside, consult now the piece of paper. Name Tom Marino, once fiancé to Joan Allen. Address on East 38th. Go there. Park the car under a tree whose branches are still slicked by winter. And the house of old aristocracy, partitioned now into 3-room flats and rented to those whose income affords a genteel and respectable location. One flight up, and softly lit corridor. And Mr. Marino is tailored and smiling.
For the police, you say?
And polite.
Please come in.
And cooperative.
Joan Allen. Of course, be glad to tell you all I can about him.
He does.
How many years ago was it? Let me see. His name was John Westfall then. About 7 years ago.
I understand you were engaged to her.
Once I counted myself fortunate. She was very lovely, you know. A young man in love, and when it's returned, always fortunate. But to have that sort of relationship with a beauty like Joan, look in the mirror and love yourself for this miraculous thing you've accomplished.
Yet you jilted her.
You have any idea what kind of life it would have been, being married to a woman like Joan?
You said so yourself. She was lovely.
She didn't react, Mr. Clover.
Oh?
I suddenly realized it. The things I liked, important things, cherished things that you save for secrets for someone you're going to love for the rest of your life. I tell Joan about them, she'd smile wisely. That's all. No reaction, just a smile. You know why?
Tell me.
She didn't understand.
I don't quite...
Didn't understand, that's all. She's dead now. We'll be kind to her. She was beautiful, truly a beauty. And she had a languid way about her. I suppose to most men she seemed mysterious.
She took a shot at you when you walked out on her.
No, I laughed. It was that funny, so out of character. Mr. Clover.
Yeah?
She's dead now. I think you know now all I can tell you about Joan.
I think so. Thanks a lot, Mr. Marino. And for a while, walk with it through mid-afternoon street. Past the doorways of boy and girl with school books solving old early spring mysteries and coming up wonder-eyed with the proven solutions. Past open windows and the halting trickle of the current piano lesson. And past the slow, smiling street dance of an old woman with open arms who dances the winter waltz to broken scales. And to a wall that overlooks river. And pose against its flow the violent image, the death in a car trunk of a woman. And the other images of her beauty, of her silences, of her furies, of a man who had rejected her, diminished her silences and her mysteries. And make a decision. Flip the cigarette into coiling waters. Head uptown to where a friend of Joan Allen's was grieving, or said she would.
Today's another day, Mr. Clover. Gold Star Day. A beau called, whispered something that I interpreted to mean dry martinis, dinner, a show.
I want to talk to you, Miss Martin.
This very moment, my beau has his fork in the olive jar. That's how winged I said I'd be.
It won't take long.
Come in.
Thanks.
5 minutes, Mr. Clover. That's the life expectancy of a girl's martini these days.
About Joan Allen.
What else would we have in common?
A man named Tom Marino just talked to me about her. Told me things you left out when I spoke to you yesterday about Joan's reactions to things, to everything.
Well?
Joan was your close friend, so you'd know.
From the time we were girl children together, from the time we didn't know anything about anything. Hardly anything, that is.
Tell me about it.
The life and times and tragedies of girl children, like girl into brownie, then girl with one leg on hot rod, then girl in white frock, then girl into capital letters womanhood. Like that?
You and Joan Allen, that's all. Because she was murdered.
It persisted with her.
What?
The not knowing anything about anything.
Go on.
It persisted with Joan. In high school, it took 3 private tutors to get her out of Algebra 1A. With English, I helped her. With Latin, there was a 15-year-old boy of Latin descent. The ancient conjugations were old hat to him. A very beautiful boy.
About Joan.
With close teamwork, we got Joan graduated from high school. In the small-time college she went to, she was on her own. She was flunked out in 1 semester.
You understand why?
I understand only this, that you've made me despoiled beauty, revealed to you the goddess with the mind of clay. My martini will be getting warm, Mr. Clover. Adios, Mr. Clover.
Oh. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Allen. This is Detective Muggerson.
How do you do?
Mr. Allen?
Won't you come in?
Thank you.
You, sir, you'll find that chair comfortable. And Mr. Clover, that one. And I'll sit right here. What do you think of her, sir?
Me?
Yes, I saw you staring at her portrait. The reaction of strangers who come into my home.
Yeah, I stared. You had a very beautiful wife.
It's a pity you didn't know her.
Yeah, it is. It always is.
I hardly expected such a civilized reaction.
What are you talking about, Mr. Allen?
Well, here we are, 3 men chatting in a most urbane manner about a beautiful vessel almost foully destroyed.
You mean your wife hit over the head with a jackhammer?
Exactly that. Now, let's see. What is going to be your approach?
Let's try it this way. We found out a great deal about your wife.
Oh, really? Please tell me.
Hey, Danny, you told me Mr. Allen was all broken up when he found out about his wife.
Another lesson in civilization I give you, sir. Permit yourself animal anguish, but only momentarily, so that life can go on.
I'll remember that.
This is the point we have reached. You gentlemen have found out a good deal about my wife. Tell me, name names, places, things of a person's existence. My wife.
Tom Marino.
Oh, yes. I heard about him. But much later, a year or so ago, he introduced himself to me after a lecture I had given, an analysis of something. I believe it was of the Near Eastern situation. He introduced himself to me.
How did you 2 boys get along?
We went to a place and got drunk for almost identical reasons. Mr. Marino insisted on picking up the tab.
Now let's try Ann Marden.
People like Ann Marden come to hear my lectures and take copious notes. Nothing special.
But a good friend of your wife's.
Ann Marden is kind. But come, really, you're baiting me. You say something.
All right. But it's difficult for me to say.
Well, I can't help you there. I would figure out a way to phrase it.
Tell us how you'd say your wife was a stupid woman.
I'd use the word stupid.
For a man like you, the reason for killing her.
A man like me? What kind of man am I?
Very high class. I'd use the word smart because I don't know any better.
I do. And therefore I'd use the word taste.
Okay, Mr. Allen, as long as we understand each other. You fell in love with Joan Westfall, married her, found out that she was...
Stupid? Go on.
Years of it.
5 years of
She
it.
couldn't even get a driver's license. You wouldn't permit her to drive.
Why, yes. You're thorough. Little things like that. Everything bewildered her, but that's the pose.
This quality about your wife, this vagueness, the smile of hers, wise, mysterious.
Oh, that portrait just above you, that's the best for that. Surely. That's it. The pose. She didn't talk because she had nothing to say. Ever.
What happened the night before last, Mr. Allen?
Oh? Not so thorough after all.
Just to relieve your mind about that, Mr. Allen, we know she borrowed a car. We know she went to a man's apartment. And we know you know she did.
Who cared about that?
But it was the annoyances, huh, Mr. Allen?
The annoyances.
Nothing premeditated, huh?
I must tell you what she did. This stupid woman. She had a flat tire. This baffled her. A flat tire, and the world had suddenly collapsed around her. Big tragedy. Alone and lost. My Joan. And she called me. Tears, please come. Tragedy. I ran to her. I saw what it was. A flat tire. A simple thing. I started to fix it. Tears, apologies. Finally, when I had changed tires, I did the uncivilized thing.
Slugged her with a jackhandler.
Yes. The flat tire. The total of all the annoyances.
And put her in the trunk. Why?
Why? It occurred to me that this was procedure in such cases. Classic procedure. I'm the man for that. Now, shall we go?
A haze covers Broadway now, and for a time the street is dimly seen, dimly heard. And for this instant, Broadway is stunned. But suddenly the spectaculars explode, the lights plume upward, and the hawkers gather. It's night, and it started all over again. It's Broadway, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway, my beat.
Broadway's My Beat stars Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover, with Charles Calvert as Tartaglia and Jack Crucian as Muggavan. The program is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with musical score composed and conducted by Alexander Courage. In tonight's story, Ben Wright was heard as Robert. Featured in the cast were Mary Shipp, Peter Leeds, Hy Everback, and Larry Dobkin. Bill Anders speaking.
Broadway's My Beat, from Times Square to Columbus Circle, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world.
Broadway's My Beat, with Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover.
When the trade winds blow in from the Hudson and springtime nuzzles against Broadway, it's a season of promise. It's the time for weather talk and what shortstop's holding out for what reason against what team. The good time. The man at the orange juice stand whistles while he shellacks his coconut and chops his onion thin. And the fellow next to you at the counter gives you half his newspaper. And the blonde you met last night calls the office and tells you not to be angry. Have a smile. It's that time of the year. No smiles where I was. Corridor where the world ends. Where death is cataloged on the other side of a swinging door. Anteroom to morgue. The man in vigil beside me.
As soon as I read in the paper about your people finding the girl, I had to see. I have to look at her, Mr. Clover.
I doubt whether this is the girl you're looking for.
Well, Mary Varden is about 32. She has dark hair that she combs straight back.
Well, I know, Mr. Dorsey. We've got missing person, aren't we? For a week you've been coming here.
And the color of her eyes is blue. She's a very lovely person.
Yes.
Mr. Clover,
Mm-hmm.
this girl you're going to show me now.
Not identified. Found in a cheap room. Asphyxiation. Faulty gas fixture. Probably accidental.
Oh, what would Mary be doing in a cheap room?
I'm trying to tell you.
Well, please. Please, I have to see her.
All right.
I never expected to meet anybody like Mary in my whole life. I've been coming to New York regularly. But this trip I met her. That was 2 weeks ago. I asked her to marry me at the end of the first week, and she said yes, and then all of a sudden she disappeared. That was a week ago. That's why I've been coming down here every day to see if...
Okay, Mr. Dorsey.
Wait just a minute, though. Please don't let it be Mary. Go ahead, Mr. Clover.
Well?
Oh, the poor girl.
Is...
No. Truly...
Yes?
Truly, I'm sorry for this poor girl, and I'm thankful she's not Mary. You must understand, of course.
Danny?
Yes, what is it, Sergeant?
Muggavan just called. Homicide. Alley, back of West 3rd. Here's the address.
Yeah. You all right, Mr. Dorsey?
Oh, I'm all right. But, I wonder...
What?
Would anybody mind if I just waited outside? They'll be bringing other people into this place, won't they?
Wait if you want. They'll be bringing other people in. Get me a squad car, Sergeant.
Hi, Danny.
Muggavan, what about him?
Beaten, face, head. When we get him downtown, we'll probably find other marks. Looks like that kind of effort was made on him. Now, shine the flash, you'll see what I mean.
Yeah.
That brick over there, a little ways away from where his hand's reaching out.
What about it?
The bloodstains on it. I figure it's what finished the effort. The thing that killed him. Where his hand's reaching out.
Find anything that...
Yeah, a couple things. Roll of bills in his pants pocket, $50 all told. It's a robbery job. Let's see, cigarettes, breath sweeteners in his coat, inside breast pocket, this wallet. Identification card, name Tyler Gosden. Address Lane Hotel, West 39th Street. Case of accident, notify. That part's blank.
You'll finish up here, Muggavan.
Yeah, I'll make the time for it.
You just buzz me anytime, Miss Tankersley. Hold the phone, Miss Tankersley. There's someone at the desk. Sir, just sign the register. It's right there by your elbow. Of course, Miss Tankersley. I'll bring it up myself. Bye. Sir, I said the register...
Police. I want some information.
Well, can it wait a bit? You see,
Let Miss Tankersley wait, shall we?
You sound pretty terse.
You try it, too, huh? Some information about a guest in your hotel.
Which guest?
Tyler Gosden.
Oh, what mad thing has he done now?
Huh?
Last week it was dressing as one of our bellhops, and
Look,
all I can say is that wonderful couple who came here to spend their silver anniversary will never come here for their golden.
Mr. Gosden was a prankster?
He thought so. If you call using brown paper bags filled with water as bombs funny, if you call climbing into that potted palm over there...
Mr. Gosden is dead. He was found beaten to death.
Oh. Well, please understand.
What?
His funnies were never offensive, sir. At least, not to me. I certainly had no reason to dislike the man. So
Who
certainly...
did?
Well, sir, I wouldn't know that. I stand here behind the desk and offer the register and answer the house phone and do like that when I want a boy front. Never mind, boy. I was just showing the... That's all I do.
Well, all you've told me so far about Mr. Gosden is that he was a practical joker.
Well, that's all I know about him. He did these funny things, and everybody loved him.
Who were his friends?
Well, he was friendly to everybody. Made everybody laugh. He had two very dear friends, lady friends who called often. And when he was out, they always left their number.
So often that I think I know it by memory.
That's good. That's very good.
Here, I'll write it down for you so it won't slip your mind. There. He'll really be missed, Mr. Gosden will, by those of us here. Sadly.
Use the house phone for a call to headquarters. Check a phone number against an address. And in a little while, be given it. 58th Street, off First Avenue, near the East River. And outside, and city swelling now with night, the early night, the span to pace solitude, desire, against a later time when somewhere a trumpet will pierce, a woman will giggle, and full night will burst open. But now, the time of easier rhythms, the smiling search, and ride it uptown to a quieter street of river sounds and river longings, and a house softly lit, softly admitted to.
Please come in.
And into a room, lamp shaded in pink and fringed silk, and couch, velvet and rose pink, and in corners, cylinders of hand-painted glass holding sprays of flowering peach branches, pink blossoms, withered, and in a carved cabinet, radio tuned to the gentler air channels, and the woman of the house also.
Oh, I could dance, I could dance, I could dance.
Mrs. Pfeiffer.
Dinah, the other name. So, I don't know. Dinah. And we'll get along famously. Oh, dance. I really could. This music is
You
so...
understood, didn't you? You understood I'm from the police.
And you were called Danny. And you don't frighten me one whit, you don't, you and your police. I'm a deserted woman, you know, and I don't frighten easily.
Look,
7 years now, deserted. That Mr. Pfeiffer. Inveigles me into marriage, a glorious week of it. Then absconds with my heart and my dreams. Traitor. Deserter. And I, a woman alone, going on 7 years now. You haven't found Mr. Pfeiffer yet, have you?
That's what I've been trying to tell you. We found someone else. Tyler Gosden.
Tyler. That idiot, that clown, that love. What's the foolish fellow done now? Mercy me, if bail is required, I'll be only to
We
have
found him in an alley. He'd been beaten to death.
Tyler. Laugh a minute, Tyler.
Beaten to death. Murdered.
I'll cry. I really will. You see, I'm crying. I really am.
Well, I'm sorry.
You're sorry. He was fun. Tyler did ridiculous things. Once he put on a hat of mine, one of my fans, and performed. And other times You're the one who's sorry.
There are things I need to know about him. Things that'll help
There.
you.
Now, I've cried for him. And I've remembered him in all the ways Tyler would want to be remembered. Now, what more could I possibly do?
His friends, people
Oh,
who...
I never knew his other friends. It was something that never stood between us. Tyler had come here, and Valerie and I had rustled up a little something.
Valerie?
You knew about me and Tyler, and you didn't know about Valerie and Tyler?
Tell me.
Valerie Moore used to live here with me. All this pink, that was her idea.
Where is she now?
Well, let me finish, will you? Just a week ago, it's what we spatted over. I was so tired of all this pinky pink, and I told her right out. She spilled a pitcher of martinis right over my head. I ordered her out of my house.
You know where she is?
Tyler told me. Tyler said she had an apartment of her own on West 80th. 1924 West 80th. Deserted. That's what I am, deserted. All my life. First that Mr. Pfeiffer, after a week. Then Valerie. Now Tyler. I'm gonna... I don't know what, but I'm going to.
Miss Moore? Miss Moore? The nighttime is in full possession now. In cubicle of room with the unlocked door, in the furtive dart and gleamings and probings of reflected light through a room into which fury had siphoned, had whirled, had torn apart, then stilled. Room where struggle had been, and reflected light fall on something else. On a woman in loose robe dangling from a light fixture, head thrown back in attitude of silent scream, and body turning slowly, swaying gently to the refracted rhythms of full nighttime. Night dance of woman dead, of woman murdered.
You are listening to Broadway's My Beat, written by Morton Fine and David Friedkin, and starring Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover.
A new day of March opens wide over Broadway, holds in suspension its warmth, its winds, its pluming of sunlight, then lets fall. The process has begun, the process of the seeding of pavements with spring whisperings. And from the stifling platforms, out of sallow light reflected from walls of stained tile, the swarm. Out of depths of earth where steel hurtles through pillared corridors, where chill underground winds race, the swarm. And at subway exit, pause an instant, bite a lip, lurch into the March day. And farther down the street and perform into office, into shop, in doorway. The day's opening flourish, hang the night dream on the time clock. And at headquarters, Sergeant Gino Tartaglia, a man with methods and devices of his own.
Pardon me, Danny, but...
Not enough sleep last night, Gino?
I
beg your pardon?
Well, what's the beg? You asked did I have enough sleep last night? I merely answered, that's all.
Oh,
Don't mention it. I tell you, Danny, comes another spring, I am not going to place myself at the disposal of Mrs. T.
Mrs. Tartaglia kept you awake, is that it?
First, maybe the chiffonier was on the wrong side of the bedroom. Maybe should be on the other side. So get up, hoist it to the other side, as I do not wish a debate. Then, of course, suddenly the bed is in the wrong spot. Should maybe be by the window so a lady could peek out and look on the moon in case she cannot sleep and so desires. So move the bed.
Gino...
Come spring, Tartaglia suddenly emerges from his cocoon, sprouts the muscles. Every spring with Mrs. T, and always at night when a fella...
And now you're awake, huh?
Naturally.
You think so?
If not now, where else? As follows. Concerning the deceased woman, Valerie Moore, whom you found hanging, a slight record.
Oh?
In December of last year, a matter of disturbing the peace in a 3rd Avenue bar. Pleaded guilty, paid fine, was released. In May of last year, an altercation with a neighbor. Seemed Miss Moore had lost her house key, was going around beating on neighbors' doors. Let me in, she yodeled. Booked, admonished, released. Such slight goings-on back a period of several years. Nothing big.
Anything else?
What else is? That up until a year ago was employed as clerk accountant in the mail order firm of Metropolitan Products Distribution, Inc., Lower Manhattan, West 3rd Street. What else is? Has been living with a Mrs. Dinah Pfeiffer until a week and a half ago, where you found her last night. Neither of these two ladies, one deserted, one divorced, employed, according to routine checks made by Detective Muggerman, as of now.
Nothing else, huh?
Who says this is what else? That up until his being beaten to death in an alley, Tyler Gosden was employed also at Metropolitan Products District Manager.
Gino...
A squad car will be there by the time you walk downstairs. Bye, Danny.
Ride the morning now to 12th Street and find an address. And find a building directory just inside the doorway. Metropolitan Products Distribution Incorporated, 4 flights out. Past the dealer in stamps and old coins and through the glass door, the gray hair and serenity of a small man seated with a book and a smile. At next flight, collection agency, large man, ledger, and no smile. And upstairs again, Body Conditioning Institute, with sign proclaiming that a Mr. Wilkins, who military pressed 812 pounds at the Chicago World's Fair, will do just the thing for your particular problem with Mr. Wilkins' patented process. Up again, 4th flight. The long loft fitted with many desks and people. The young woman asks name and mission. Be directed to the office at the end of the room and be told by the time you get there you'll be announced. So past the desks and the people, the mottos tacked to the wall having to do with thinking, watching clocks, and saving 9 stitches. Office. Walk in.
My name's Jeffrey Hopkins, Mr. Clover. Please be seated.
Thank you.
It's about Tyler Gosden, of course.
That's right.
Nobody needed him.
Oh?
Let's be honest now, shall we?
Sure.
This was his office. District manager. I said let's be honest. That's why I'm smiling.
Go on.
Now it's my office, now that he's dead. Tyler Gosden was, let me see, a despicable man. Yes, I think that's the word. He played practical jokes.
I've heard.
Such as calling me on a Sunday afternoon and telling me I'd been transferred to Vincennes, Indiana. I'd pack, and he'd call back.
I've heard all about that, Mr. Hopkins. Right now, maybe you can tell me something about Tyler Gosden and a woman named Valerie Moore.
Yes, I read of her dying, too. I'm sorry about Valerie.
Oh, you knew her, too?
After she left our employ, she came up here a few times, waited for Tyler. I did my best to entertain her.
You liked her?
How does a married man like another woman? An attractive, vital woman. One that circumstance demands that all he can do for her is demonstrate how to take apart a key puzzle. I admired her. She was honest.
And she and Gosden were friends. And what else can you tell me?
The day before yesterday, Thursday.
Yes?
Arthur Ellison was in the office.
Who?
Mr. Ellison, one of our salesmen from Richmond. He said he had once met Valerie through Gosden, and he wanted her address. I got it out of Gosden's desk and gave it to him.
This man's name was Arthur Ellison, huh? Do you know where I can find him?
We've got an arrangement with the Ruxton Hotel. Rates. You might try there. I think that's all the help I can be. Please excuse me, Mr. Clover.
Howdy.
Hello.
What can I do for you, friend?
You Arthur Ellison?
That's right, I am.
I'm from the police. Name's Danny Clover.
I guessed it. I was wondering whether to go back to Richmond or just sit here and wait. Come on in.
Thank you. Didn't you wonder about coming down to police headquarters and tell us what you know?
A little bit. Then I figured, why rush things? Maybe you could clear this up without me.
You were out with Valerie Moore last night, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's start from there, Mr. Ellison.
Well,
You what?
got in touch with her.
Why?
She's a good sport. Nice lady to take out when you're in town. A lot of fun. Met her once through Tyler Gosden. After that, I made it my business to get in touch with her when I hit New York.
You hit New York Thursday.
Yes, sir. Went up to the office, worked for Metropolitan Products.
Yeah, I know.
Went up there, checked in, picked up some new samples, also Valerie's new phone number, called her, made a date for the evening.
And you tell me about it.
Up here, right where you're sitting, she said. Told her a few jokes I heard on the road. I had a few drinks. Valerie said, come on, let's do the town. I said, hold your horses, honey. I asked a friend up. She says, friend? I said, hold your horses, honey. And she said...
Had you asked a friend up, Mr. Ellison?
Sure, old friend from the road. Salesman in Notions. Ran into him in a restaurant we salesmen like to eat at. Told him to stop up for a drink.
Who's your friend?
Johnny Dorsey. What's the matter?
Nothing, go on.
Well, funny thing happened. Johnny come up all right. Sweet guy, I like him. Lonely kind of guy, mostly. You should have seen.
Seen what?
Well, he comes up, and as soon as he gets in the room, sees Valerie, she busts out laughing, screaming, rolling on the floor laughing.
Mm-hmm. And what did Dorsey do?
Just stood there, I guess. I said something funny, like, I've been waiting in the morgue. Then Valerie really laughed, and finally she got out of control of herself and said to Johnny, boy, is the joke ever on you? Johnny turned around and walked out.
What about you and Valerie?
Finished the drinks, went to a floor show. I left her at her place. I come back here. That's it.
In here, Mr. Dorsey.
Oh, thank you.
You remember Lieutenant Clover, don't you?
Oh, of course. Hi, Lieutenant.
Well, I'm all right. Sit down, Mr. Dorsey.
Thank you.
Detective Muggerman tells me that yesterday you waited a couple of hours at the morgue, then you left.
Well, one woman was brought in, but she was older. wasn't Mary.
What did you do for the rest of the day, Mr. Dorsey?
I wandered. I looked into the crowds.
For Mary, huh?
I'll always look for her.
Tell us about Mary, Mr. Dorsey.
I've already told you.
Do it again.
What do you want to know?
How you met her, kind of woman she is, your plans about marriage, things like that.
Well, you know, in my line of business, that's traveling, you meet people. And Mary was different.
How?
Shy, and she was gentle. I found that she was a woman I could talk to, one who would listen to me. You know, I've been a long time on the road, and that's never happened to me before.
So you asked her to marry you?
A half hour after I met her, I made up my mind I was going to, and a week later I did. But you see...
See what?
Well, a man like me, he's always looking. Every person I meet. If a man, I say to myself, can this man be my friend? And if a woman, can she love me? And if she can, then I can love her.
Sure, we understand that, Mr. Dorsey, but a couple of things you've sloughed over.
Well, no, I haven't.
Like how you met Mary Varden.
I told you.
Yeah, but you didn't mention Tyler Gosden's name when you told us.
Well, I didn't think I...
Oh, let's get off it, Mr. Dorsey. Gosden's been murdered. I know it, you know it, so let's have some details, huh?
Well, the only thing I know is that Mary's gone.
What do you mean, gone?
Well, she's vanished. I can't find her. You know that.
Yeah, we thought we knew that, but not anymore. Danny?
Yeah.
Let's take a walk, Mr. Dorsey.
Round this corner, Mr. Dorsey.
Well, Mr. Dorsey knows his way.
You think you found Mary?
You tell us. You tell us.
This the woman you were going to marry?
Yes, that's
I've seen it happen a lot of times, Mr. Dorsey. The murderer stands where you're standing, says he's sorry.
Well, I'm not sorry.
Okay, Muggerman.
I'm not sorry. I'm not.
Well, let's go out in the hall. We'll sit there and talk for a minute. Sit down, Mr. Dorsey. Have some water, Muggerman.
Yeah.
It all goes back to Tyler Gosden, doesn't it, Mr. Dorsey? The kind of man he was, practical joker. He was the kind of man
Here's your water, Mr. Dorsey.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, Mr. Dorsey, you want to tell us about it now?
We'll help you. You met that woman through that sterling humorist, Tyler Gosden. That woman, Valerie Moore. Big Joke was introduced to you as the sweet, shy, lovable lady you could talk to, Mary Varden.
I waited so many years, and I thought that finally I'd...
Yeah, we know.
Valerie Moore was just posing as a woman named Mary Varden. Practical joke, instigated by a prankster.
Yes. They had their joke, and now
They're dead. Because you killed them.
They had their joke. I fell in love with a woman who never existed. She disappeared, and I looked for her, and I found her.
Drinking with another man.
And she laughed at me. And she told me the joke was on me. And it was.
That was Thursday night. And Friday morning, you killed Gosden.
Friday evening, you killed Valerie. That's a real busy Friday, Mr. Dorsey.
You don't play jokes with a man's life. That's all a man's life. Well, what else has a man got? I guess many people like me, they realize early that their life is over, but they keep on living. They hope and they look, and in between they just go on and try to laugh at anybody or make jokes. That's why I meant it, and I want you to believe it. For what I did to those two, I'm not sorry.
Let's go, Mr. Dorsey. It's the gathering place of all the sleepless nights, this Broadway, and all the unwept tears. The place to come to, erase what's happened, start all over. make a memory. The street is littered with odds and ends. Fit them together any way you want. It's Broadway, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway, my beat.
Broadway's My Beat stars Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover, with Charles Calvert as Tartaglia and Jack Crucian as Muggavan. The program is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with musical score composed and conducted by Alexander Courage. In tonight's story, Howard McNear was heard as Mr. Dorsey. Featured in the cast were Mary Jane Croft, Byron Kane, Rye Billsbury, and Paul Frees. Bill Anders speaking.
Broadway's My Beat, from Times Square to Columbus Circle, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world.
Broadway's My Beat, with Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover.
March and the young winds of spring begin their reconnaissance of Broadway. The probing action for places to set up shop. Pushcart of the flower vendor, for instance, whose numbed fingers wrap clusters of frost-burned buds in yesterday's newspaper, February's newspaper, and in stray of silken hair sighed across a child's winter-worn face, and rippled through fur held close to a woman's throat and her tentative gesture of unclasping it. And somewhere in city, a small monkey dances, strains at a leash, hands a battered hat to an organ grinder, grins. So get with it. The spring dance is just around the corner. Early afternoon of March, in corridor of a rooming house where winter holds, and to a room, and a man staring into wall, hands clenched white on a rocking chair. Man in year-long winter room, rocking, staring, silent, and the detective who speaks for him.
Just like that, Danny. The man hasn't stopped. I've been here 20 minutes now, and he hasn't stopped. I try to get through to him. Nothing. He just rocks. I've been told it's all night now and this morning.
Who told you, Danson?
Landlady. It's driving her out of her mind the way he is. The creak the rocker makes through her sleep. She called in, said, get him out of here. I'm going out of my mind, she said.
Who is he?
She said he was Harry Carson. Rented this room for years. Never had trouble before with him, she said. A sick man. A lost man. That's big trouble, huh, Danny?
Mr. Carson, what is it? What's wrong? Mr. Carson?
Me too. I tried the magic words. Mr. Carson don't care. Mr. Carson don't talk. This he had, though. This 38 caliber revolver that was shoved in his belt. He didn't bat an eye when I reached over and took it away from him. Here, take a look. Have a smell.
It's been fired.
It's been fired. Found a couple other things while me and Mr. Carson tried to chat. Didn't have what else to do.
You found what?
Not much. A couple of snapshots. This one of Mr. Carson with a kid, the boy. Look, Western-type scenery in the background. The fence there leaning against, like from a ranch. Carson looks younger, happier, huh, Danny?
And the other one you got?
Another pose of Carson, older. This time with his arm around a young fella. Happens I know this young fella, Danny.
You got around.
Yeah, I do. About a year ago, ran into this young fellow in the courts a couple of times. Eager lawyer type. Robert, call me Bob fella, Carson. Eager, bright boy. Caught the eyes of corporation fellas, I hear. Boy on his way up. And this man? Harry Carson.
Mr. Carson, you want to tell us what... about the gun? About the boy? Better get into the doctor.
Yeah. It'll be something I can do for him.
And whir of street noise from outside and 2 stories below. intrudes into the room and finds a place in the scatter and clutter of small despairs. And the focus of it, the man in the rocker, the man with a secret hugged close. Old man of strong face and sorrows, of strong hands and knowledge locked away. And shuffling steps, and Dennison helps him to his feet and takes him away. Old man of secret and shock. Work to do. Consult a phone book. Address of lawyer, Robert, in parenthesis, Bob Carson. Squad car ride through Afternoon City to Park. And this, nod from livery doorman as he opens a polished brass door with a fist wrapped in a green gauntlet. Penciled directions to Mr. Carson's apartment on floor 12. Elevator ride surrounded by just audible and oiled silences. And carved carpet walk through expensively shadowed corridors.
Yes?
Mr. Carson?
Yes. The desk phoned and said a Mr. Clover, a police officer, was on his way up.
That's right.
Please come in. I'll take your coat.
Oh, that's all right. I'll just be a minute.
If my wife were here, she'd fix us up something. She's kind of a wizard.
It's about Harry Carson.
About my father?
We found him in his room, Mr. Carson. He'd been sitting for a day or so.
My father?
He had a gun tucked in his belt. It had been fired. He refuses to talk about it.
What's the matter with him? He gone crazy or something? Senile or something?
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Carson.
Where is he now?
It's under medical care.
Police physician? Listen, I'll get him all the care.
That has to do with the question. How come your father lives in such a squalid room and you...
And I'm a real terrible son, huh? Big man on his way up and don't appreciate dear old Dad. Forgot all about the sacrifices of the parents. That dribble.
That's the answer?
I take care of my father, Mr. Clover. I send him $150 a week each week of the year. He does with it what he likes. The fact that he doesn't live here with us is testimony to my wife's good judgment. The in-law problem. Don't let it start and it won't happen. A gun stuck in his belt? What for?
Do you know?
Figure an old man. How do I know? You at police hospital?
That's right.
You going back that way? I'll leave my wife a note. You can give me a lift.
Why don't you turn on the light, Danny? Night's beginning to happen outside. You mind I do it?
No, I don't mind.
I think I got some things for you.
Hmm?
Yeah, I made a rundown on the banks. No account credited to Harry Carson. How is he, Danny?
Dr. Sinsky called in a little while ago. Carson just stares. He hasn't changed. Go on.
$150 a week from his son, Call Me Bob, and living in a room that's maybe $8 a week and all the rocking chair you can handle and all the nothing. $150 a week, free, no strings, and to live like that. Where does it go, all that money, I asked myself. So?
All right, so?
I walked Carson's neighborhood. I came up with an answer. And a reason, maybe. You want to meet him?
What are you talking about?
He's waiting outside in the hall. I'll get him. Litchfield? Yeah, you. Come on in. In here. Mr. Litchfield, Danny. Runs a small grocery down the street from where Carson lives. Danny Clover, Mr. Litchfield.
Look, fellas, this is the best time in my store, this time of day. I shouldn't have come with you. I should be there, not here.
Yeah, we understand, Mr. Litchfield. Just tell the lieutenant what you know about Harry Carson, and then you can go back.
Well, what's with Harry? He done something? He steal? He rob? This man here comes into my place, asks questions, says Harry Carson...
What do you know about him, Mr. Litchfield?
Well, what do I need to know about a man who trades in my place? I already told this man
Now
here...
tell the lieutenant, too, Mr. Litchfield.
And like I told this man here, once a week, Monday noon on the dot, Carson comes into my place. He hands me a check for $150 from his boy. I cash it for him. Keep 25 out, give him back the 125 and change.
Well, 25 you keep. And for what, Mr. Litchfield?
For groceries, staples, canned goods, beer, fruit. Things to keep a lonely old man alive for a week. For Harry Carson, it comes to 25 a week on the dot, in advance. Never runs over, never is less. It's the arrangement we made, Mr. Carson and me, a long time ago. And also on the dot, the other thing I told this man here.
I'd like to know, too, Mr. Litchfield.
Like this. I get the 25 from Mr. Carson, give him back his change. 125 to the dot. He walks out of my place to the corner. Hands over the change to a fella waiting there.
What fella?
Who knows? A fella. Every week I notice this. First time by accident I see it, then I make a point to see it. And every week, Mr. Carson, the walk to the corner, the handing over of all that money to a fellow.
Yes?
Tartaglia, Danny, and a good evening to you. Also, a man just brought in to downstairs.
I'm busy, Gino.
Man shot with a .38 caliber revolver, Danny, dead on arrival. In a vacant lot a block away from the rooming house of Harry Carson, behind a billboard. John Doe now in the morgue, Danny. I thought
Thanks, Gino. Dennison.
Yeah?
Get Carson. Bring him downstairs. Mr. Litchfield.
Listen, fellas, I gave you all this time.
We'll need a little more. Let's go, Mr. Litchfield. Downstairs now to the realm of the echo. Corridor that sweats tears. Follow blue arrow painted on floor and turn right. Avenue to the morgue. And the man beside you, grocer, suddenly turned chain smoker. Wait with him briefly. For the other footsteps, the other men. Detective Dennison, the man he leads.
This way, Mr. Carson.
Okay, Danny. Hello, Mr. Carson.
Has he said anything to anybody yet?
Nope, not a word. Not even to his son.
Let's go in. Mr. Litchfield.
I'm okay.
I just want you to look at this man and tell me.
Let's get it over, huh? Yeah. That's him. That's the man who stands on the corner waiting.
George?
Wait a minute.
George?
Danny, shut up.
George? That is very becoming to you, George. Yes.
You are listening to Broadway's My Beat, written by Morton Fine and David Friedkin, and starring Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover. If you go for Western adventure, you'll go for the Gene Autry Show and for Gunsmoke, both later this evening on most of these same stations. Gene Autry brings you melodies as well as adventure in his colorful Western manner. Gunsmoke tells hard-hitting stories of a United States Marshal in frontier days, fighting for justice, battling the outlaws, helping move the nation's frontiers westward. CBS Radio presents them both later this evening.
When the enormous night finds Broadway and takes it over, the sound is a thing compounded of machine and hiss and the gaudy laugh, and in between, the clack of footsteps, dark whispers, and the silent screams a heart makes. And when the month is March and the rains of beginning spring fall softly, night is partitioned, crowd huddled tightly behind this facade or that, in this doorway, behind that window. So make a phone call, find a friend. The crowd is lonely. And above it, opposite headquarters, night through tracery of rain on window pane. Night caught in droplets of color that slip over glass and coalesce. Watch it, be lulled by it. And the explosion is named Sergeant Gino Tartaglia.
I warn you, Danny, never marry a Rigolini.
What?
Mrs. Tartaglia, a Rigolini by birth, and ask me about
What's
them.
the matter, Gino? An argument with Mrs. T?
Children of the soil, that's all they are. The whole family. Comes March and rain. Go buy seeds for the flower box. This hour, I got to stop and find a place that sells seeds.
Gino.
Every year she plants. With hand, hoe, and trowel, nothing ever grows. Each year in June, I got to sneak marigolds into the flower box to make her think she's a green thumb like the rest of the Rigolini.
You got something for me, Gino?
Yeah. Don't marry...
Besides that.
Oh. Medical report on the deceased identified as George Harvey. Dead on arrival approximately 36 hours.
Go on.
He lived in a nicely furnished apartment on West 38, but he is from Allen Springs originally.
Where?
This is a surmise we must make.
Allen Springs?
The one in Churchill County, Nevada, not the Allen Springs near Allentown.
Oh. Go on, Gino.
Newspapers in his room, the local Gazette. A bill of sale from a piece of property there, sold last year. Also, various knickknacks as befits the room of those west of the Great Divide.
Okay.
Also, initial questioning of his apartment manager revealed that his checking-in card said Allen Springs. Also, that he has lived at this address for the last year. Willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly?
Comes and goes. No set schedule. No visible means of support, and that's all I got for you, Danny.
Thank you, Gino. Go buy seeds. The next morning, legwork against squalls of March wind crested with rain, and on brownstone and pavement the great stains where the chill wet has sunk deep, and a small boy lifting his head to it, taking the slap of it across his face. Legwork now, in a street whispering winter's death, in the furled kites making stick shadows in a novelty shop display, in the face of a girl pressed against an upstairs window and withdrawing behind fall of lace pattern when she sees you looking at her. Neighborhood street for the piecing together of attitudes and emotions and reflections on the life of a man who had lived in this street and who was found dead in the winter weeds of a vacant lot not far away. Try his apartment house, and a neighbor, young woman, pale, drawn. Can't give you much time as she's sickly in the morning. George Harvey, dead, like I feel. What was to know about him? Except my husband said to me, don't bother to talk to him, Celia. Don't give that George Harvey the time of day, and don't accept nothing you hear. I'm telling you for your own good, Celia. And other neighbors, just because they happen to live in the same place with a man now dead, just put in your little book, no comment, mister. No comment, period. Back into the street. Try a shop. George Harvey, yes, he traded here. Good customer, paid off bills like clockwork. Not much to talk to, but a good payer, week to week, like clockwork. And another shop.
Hello?
Hello, is Mr. Carson in?
He's in court today. Sorry.
Just a minute.
You'll have to see Mr. Carson.
I'm from the police, Danny Clover.
The gentleman who was here talking to Bob yesterday.
That's right.
Bob wouldn't want me to send you away, now would he? Come in.
Thanks.
I can phone Bob. Try to, anyhow. If he's finished at court, he'll be having a cocktail. I'll call the bar.
Maybe you'd better not bother.
Well, I don't mind. It would be something to do.
Oh?
Well, make up your mind.
A couple of questions.
Sit down.
Thanks. It's about...
Just say something exciting, will you? Remark about me and let me giggle girlishly and wag a finger.
Better see if you can get your husband on the phone, Mrs. Carson.
Just anything. Throw an ashtray through a window and make some noise.
Real tough just sitting here, huh?
I thought you were the man from the drugs with the double solitaire deck. My neighbor next door comes in later for double solitaire. Now, go ahead. Go ahead.
Your father-in-law, Harry Carson. He's in jail under suspicion of murder. You know that, don't you?
Yes, she answered.
On suspicion of murdering George Harvey, do you know why your father-in-law would murder George Harvey?
No, she answered.
Do you know whether your husband knew George Harvey?
No, she answered.
I'll come back.
Wait, please, wait. I'm sorry. Listen.
Yes?
I'm sorry about what's happening. I don't understand it. I'm apart from it. Like everything else in my husband's life. And I'm rude, and I...
What about your father-in-law?
I met him at the marriage 4 years ago. I haven't seen him since. My husband relied on him too much. Not good.
I see.
Stipulation of marriage. On your own 2 feet if you want me, Bob, she said. Me and whatever my contacts can do for your career. Neither one of us mentioned my bank account. We just look at each other and smile and understand. I'm not what you call a beaut, am I?
What else can you tell me?
Of course I'm not. But the smart young lawyer married me. And look what happened.
What?
2 months ago, just call me Bob, big corporation lawyer. My contacts. His brain. Oh, that's the neighbor, the double solitaire. Her name's Mrs. Jackson, and if you nod to her on your way out and smile, you'll be doing a very nice thing.
Oh, come on in, Danny. It's your office. Share it with me.
Thanks. You mind?
Oh, not a bit. Here, sit down.
No.
Teletype came in about half hour ago from Nevada State Police.
Oh?
The fingerprint code we put on the wires yesterday, Harry Carson's, the man with shock. They got a set in Nevada that matches Carson's to the wall.
Carson got a record?
I'd call it a record.
Look,
Easy, boy. Easy, Danny. It's a long, hard life. Yeah, court record. Nevada briefed it for us in the teletype. 1932, 21 years ago, a man, Harry Carson, was acquitted of the sudden death of his wife, Lola Carson.
Go on.
Seems he was cleaning a pistol. Out west, they do that a lot. Harry Carson was cleaning this pistol, and his wife walked in, and it went off, and she dropped down dead. Their kid, Robert, was there, saw it all. And the peers of Allen Springs, Nevada, pronounced Harry not guilty. 21 years ago, way out west.
Allen Springs.
Mm-hmm. Same place George Harvey found dead in a vacant lot got hometown gazettes from. Same man, this George Harvey, who got a payoff of 125 smackers a week, just for standing on the street corner every Monday around noon.
Dennison.
Yeah, I'll get him. Meet you in the interrogation room in about an hour.
Comfortable, Mr. Carson? Cigarette? Your son will be here in a few minutes, Mr. Carson. I want you to read something, Mr. Carson. Go ahead, read it. All right, I'll read it to you. It's a report from our medical examiner. Patient exhibits no discernible organic disturbances. The fact of his having recognized a man in the morgue and having talked there, plus certain reaction tests, lead to the conclusion that the apparent state of shock is assumed. You know what that means, Mr. Carson? It means you're bluffing.
Right in here, Bob. Hi, Danny.
Hi. How you feeling, Pop? I'll have you out of here tomorrow.
I was just reading Dr. Sinsky's report to your father. There's nothing wrong with it.
Look, what do you fellas want me to do? I've got a wife waiting for me.
She tell you to bring back a couple of decks of cards?
Hey, now.
That pose was in the Sunday supplement, Bob. Very good. Very, very good.
Listen, I'm a busy man. I'm
Yeah,
a man
big corporation lawyer. We know. Real proud of your son, aren't you, Mr. Carson?
Let's take a word like motive and toy with it for a while, huh?
Motive for what?
The murder of George Harvey.
George Harvey. Now, who is
Your
George?
dad's buddy. He used to give him $125 a week. That's the basis of friendship, if I ever heard one.
You remember George Harvey, don't you, Bob?
Sure he does, Danny. After all, how big is Allen Springs, Nevada? Everybody knows everybody. Roping, steering, chivalries. Those people are folk out there. Everybody knows everybody. Oh, look, Danny, his eyes just lit up. He just said to himself, oh, that George Harvey.
You boys got a formal charge to bring against my father. Now, you just try that, and I'll take it from the...
Hello there, Mr. Carson. Glad you're having fun.
Pop, shut up.
Now we can clear it all up, Mr. Carson. We can do what your son said, bring formal charges against you.
How you been, son?
Just don't say anything, Pop.
I asked you how you been.
Now, don't be stupid. You're doing fine.
You going to fix it, son?
As long as you two men are talking, one of you can tell me who killed George Harvey.
Don't be coy. Just one of you raise your hand.
Son, I want to tell you something. Son.
What?
I'm tired.
Said he's tired, Bob.
Let's see what he could be tired about. Paying blackmail to George Harvey? No reason to be tired about that anymore. Harvey's dead.
Just about the time when you could afford to pay more blackmail, Bob. Just about the time you got where you wanted to get. Where your wife wanted you to get. Where your father wanted you to get. Up top. Big man.
Son, you're my pride and joy, only I'm tired.
Listen, Pop.
Another scheme? Tired of those, too.
The blackmail. Mr. Carson paying it to a man who knew a secret. The blackmail ante went up. The man who knew a secret is dead.
Son, you ought to have a good answer for that. You got a good education. I sure saw you got one.
These guys have got nothing, Pop.
My educated son says you fellas have got nothing.
Then let me just fumble around for a moment, huh? About the secret. About your wife, Mr. Carson.
Tell you men something.
Go ahead.
Silence is a wonderful thing.
All this time I've been keeping quiet. All this time I've been faking. Did a lot of good. Most of the time I was left alone. Most of the time I've been thinking.
About your wife, Mr. Carson? How she died? How she was killed?
All sorts of things a man thinks about, especially at my age. Man takes time to think. He can arrange things orderly.
Which one of you killed George Harvey?
How's it going to sound coming out legal talk, son?
You don't know what you're doing.
No, I wouldn't say that. All these years, I guess I knew what I was doing, too. Seeing you got along, covering for you, like I figured a dad should do for a son, especially if he's a bright kid like you. Tell him, son, for the love of heaven, be a man for once. Tell him you killed George Harvey.
Crazy.
How you got me to cover again, convinced me you'd work it all out.
Crazy old man.
Maybe I am. When a man's got a 12-year-old boy who shoots his mother, he figures it's just a boy in a terrible accident. He tells himself that, and he believes it, and he tries to cover.
It's out of his mind, you can see that.
Then George comes along, a fellow who knew what happened 21 years ago, found a way to get some money on account of my son was getting important. Well, I'm tired.
Get a stenographer, Dennison.
Yeah.
We'll want to get this all in writing, Mr. Carson.
Sure.
You wrecked it, didn't you, Pop?
I didn't mean to do it honest, Papa. Here, you take the gun. You make it all right. 21 years ago. And again the other day. And 21 years ago, I didn't even whip you.
Broadway's almost empty now, except for those who never quit. Those who wear peepholes for eyes, the dream walkers, the people who want to laugh. They search behind doorways, in alleys, through shuttered windows. They never go home because they can't. It's Broadway, the gaudiest, the most violent, the lonesomest mile in the world. Broadway. My beat.
Broadway's My Beat stars Larry Thor as Detective Danny Clover, with Charles Calvert as Tartaglia and Jack Crucian as Muggavan. The program is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with musical score composed and conducted by Alexander Courage. In tonight's story, Herb Butterfield was heard as Harry and Whitfield Connor as Robert Carson. Featured in the cast were James McCallion, Lorene Tuttle, Jerry Hausner, and Eddie Fields. Bill Anders speaking. CBS Radio's new Sunday evening Theater of Stars finds Robert Taylor in the spotlight tomorrow evening. Mr. Taylor will play a Westerner who sends for a mail-order bride, and when she arrives, brother. Somehow or other, a whale of a rancher's feud develops. Be listening for Robert Taylor and his mail-order bride on most of these same stations tomorrow evening, presented by CBS Radio. Stay tuned now for CBS Radio Farm News, which follows immediately over most of these same stations. And remember, for thrilling dramas of escape, listen Sunday nights to the CBS Radio Network.